A new follower has joined the fray.
Trollord Games, join the fray.
We apologize for this technical problem going on right now. I know, I was like, hey, the boss said, yeah, sure. So, you know. Oh, you sure? All right. I am Chuck Cumbo. I am with the trolls here. We're going to play some actual played Castles and Crusade for you guys tonight. We do have a giveaway going on. If you want to come on over here to twitch.tv/trollordgames, you can get in on the goodness. We're giving away some codes for the store. You can guys watch us as we journey on down the river, I guess. I don't know where we're going. My character bit the dust, and I had to bring in a new character last time. He is a very quiet fellow. You'll meet him shortly. So, Grace, explain about the boons and all that, would you, for me? Because I don't remember. Well, great. What was that? Jesus Christ. Look. Oh. Nah, she's talking. Speak, Grace. I have a meter. It's going up and down. You just hear me? Oh, hold on. Perhaps I should turn on this button here. There we go.
Would you like to impact the game? Am I live?
Yeah, you're awesome. That was great. No, keep going.
All right, great.
I'm going to do the whole thing interpretive dance anyway. Hi, would you like to influence the game that we're playing, you can. Well, hey, guess what? You can give us boons or hero potions. If you
All
want to
right,
give us a
Davis.
boon,
Hold on. Go ahead, Grace.
Go ahead, Grace.
if you want to give us a boon, it's free, and you can do it for the low price of watching our stream. You get channel points when you watch our stream, and you can spend your channel points on a boon, which equals a +1 to any roll that we can use to increase our chances of winning the game of Castles and Crusades. You can give it to any of us, or you can give it to Steve. Just whenever you redeem the channel point redemption, just let us know who you want it to go to. And would you know that it's easy as pie? Or if you want to like support the stream a little bit, you can give us a hero potion, which is any subscription. It's any gifted subscription. One subscription equals one full reroll for any player. So if we roll the dice, we don't like what's on it, we can roll it again. And that's really just any $5. So if you want to donate bits, or if you want to sub, or if you want to gift subs, then you can do that, and we will turn that into benefits for us.
If you want to donate Bitcoin.
No. Will you run off what we have
We
for
are
each person?
accepting Dogecoin.
Oh God.
Dogecoin. Shinu Ibu.
What are we setting with each person, Grace? I know you're probably gonna go back over it again during the game, but just so everybody here listening right now can hear.
Of course. So Jeremy, who's not here, has 2 +1s and 5 rerolls.
Can we use his if he's not here?
Yes.
Castle Keeper?
Yes. No, you
If
can't.
Jeremy says it's okay, I'll do 3 plus. I've got 3 +1s and 4 rerolls. Chuck has 1 +1 and 6 rerolls.
Oh, help me out.
Peter has 1 +1 and 4 rerolls. Davis has 1 +1 and 4 rerolls. And Steve has 2 +1s and 2 rerolls.
That's a bunch of.
I'm gonna use the shit out of those rerolls. Sorry. Hey, wait a second. So I have a question.
Yes.
So you get experience points for killing things, right? Do you get their rerolls?
Oh no, that's an interesting.
A new subscriber.
I'm just gonna
Prepare
kill
for
all the party and
battle.
they're asleep.
I kind of love it. I think that's great.
Yeah. Adds a little flavor, a little tension to the game.
Suddenly, Steve had a TPK and he did absolutely nothing. All right, let's kick this off. So, for those of you all just joining us, we missed, I think, 2 games in a row. Well, no, we only missed 1. We were supposed to do it yesterday, but chaos ensued with post-game hold, travel, and whatnot. So we kicked it to tonight. Thanks for joining us tonight. We're going to dive right into it. So we ended last week. Y'all did a running battle with the Hobgoblins. Chuck's character, what was the character's name? He's already dead. I forgot who he was.
Larian.
Larian. How fast we forget. Well, you know, they didn't bury you, Chuck. They just left you on the trail.
Oh, I know. I'm sure if
Where
I
you
fed
fell.
some orc or some rabbit or wolf or I don't know.
Hey, you fared better than one of Todd's characters that was annoying everybody back in the 80s, and he went negative, like -4, so Mag and Charlie buried him. And Todd was like, I'm still alive. They're like, well, we didn't know. So they buried him alive and killed his character. All right, so
He looked dead.
it was hilarious. He's dead enough for those 2. All right, so you guys did a running battle with the Hobgoblins up and down the river. Larian was slain by the Hobs, and the rest of you guys managed to regroup and kind of heal up a little bit. I think you're all somewhat wounded and whatnot. But the general
down about half, yeah.
yeah, something like that. The general consensus is that you have to flee the Darkenfold. It's much too difficult and terrifying and scary for your characters, so you've got to get out of here as fast as you can. So
Can we rewind a bit?
they give you, they serve you chicken for dinner. You can see there's chickens everywhere.
I mean, Grace
Me
and
and
I
my-
just had the same thought. You threw down a gauntlet.
Me and my 3 remaining hit points. I have a bone to pick.
We're taking it on. Yeah, yeah, that is Jeremy talking. No doubt. All right, so you guys are planning on scooting out of here as fast as you can, which I believe is the general consensus. So the next I'm going to just fast forward. Look, Davis, what do you got?
I gotta go on a trip. So that very night, after we're discussing like who did what, and I'm like, oh, you guys did a great job and everything, you're heroes and stuff like that. You slew the Goblin King or whatever his name is, Hobgoblin Lord. I gotta go get my backpack. My backpack's at that cabin.
Okay.
So
All right.
I'm gonna head out there and sleep.
Okay. You easily retrieve your stuff. And I can't. Did you leave traps? I think you pulled the traps up. Should I have you roll to see if you step in your own trap?
I remember that one. The other 4 are at the campsite.
Yes. Some
They're
poor fox is going to come crawling through the woods.
If it were me in real life, I'd go get those traps and undo them just in case. But
you got about about 3/4 of a day? You can get there by late in the afternoon the following day.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't care.
There's a good chance the remaining hobs will find him and get snared in your traps. And that was part of the running battle for everyone out there. So anyway, the party has regrouped in Willowbreak, the small town that they have been trying to escape for 3 or 4 or 5 sessions. I don't know how long, but for a while now. The evening passes. You guys rest up, eat. I believe you were going to bed down there in the tavern, because there's walls around you. So I'm just going to ask you one question. You guys can decide this. You can role play it out if you want, but I really just want you to kind of roll through it. Do you all want to stay for a couple of days in Willowbreak and heal up, or do you want to get on a river and head the crap out of here?
Dude,
I think we're
I'd like to.
like a week or 2.
We're pretty
Heal up,
healthy,
yeah.
right? I'm not. I
No.
don't think I'm hurt. Good shape.
All right.
Should probably find my.
Well,
character.
I'm down to about half hit points, so I was gonna go find that little whatever hedge witch or woman, whatever it was that was around there, and see if she's got anything
Some
resembling healing potions, herbal lore, anything that'll work.
Anything that'll patch up some of your wounds. So when you say half, how many hit points do you normally have?
12, but I got 6 now.
Yeah, I know you got smarted pretty good by a hob. So the next morning, now Chuck, you've kind of what is the new character's name?
Corum.
Corum. That's a great series.
Ooh, Corum. I heard the name.
So Corum, you've kind of half joined this group. I believe you rescued Davis out of the water at some point in the previous day. And you can see they're kind of bedraggled. They're getting up that morning, eating breakfast and whatnot. They're battered. All of them are muddy. Their clothes are muddy, blood stained, quite a few of them. They look a little bit haggard. They've been obviously, running around in the wet woods for a while. Are you going to bestow any gifts upon them healing wise, or nothing?
I look over at Corum. I look over at Corum and go like this. I go, and then laugh.
Corum looks around, but he cannot seem to see whoever's doing that because they're so small. You can't see him. Looking. Sit up in your chair. All right, so got a question for you
Yes.
for the group. So since I am going to go into that mode, let's do this. Let me get this character sheet off here from another game. What was that noise?
I'm turning off my speaker so it doesn't make any errant sound.
All right. So we'll go around the table here real quick. As I look over Wyatt, what kind of shape are you in, Wyatt? You look hurt, or how serious are you?
From what I remember, he took a really good slam with a weapon, and his armor's kind of busted up. He's got some kind of scar running down where shoulder armor would usually be, but he hasn't gotten it yet. So it's, he's got to go and get at least a breastplate repaired again, as I remember.
Let's do this. I was going to do this in a few minutes, but let's do this a little bit different.
Okay.
So I want each of the 3 of you to describe to Chuck what your character looks like and incorporate your wounds into it, so that everyone new to the stream can see what everyone looks like.
Awesome.
And Chuck can role play the battered comrades. All right, Peter, we'll start with you. So start over, Peter.
Okay, well, he looks like he's, he looks sort of average height, about 5'8", but he's very, very well built. Of course, he looks like he's beaten all the hell right about now because his armor's been dented severely. I think one of the straps has come loose, so he's going to have to go fix that. he's kind of got a kind of Mediterranean vibe to him, with a dark olive skin, gold eyes, and really black hair, somewhat curly. But he looks like he's seen a bit of it yet, or seen a bit of action. But he's from the look of him, he keeps his equipment very well maintained and fit at least. But he's obviously not been having a good day. So.
All right, Grace, take it away.
So Ren is very pale, much more pale than she usually is. She her normal stance is, I've described her in the past, kind of like a spider. Like she's always kind of poised to leap in the direction of something. But she is a monk who wears these kind of like orange, yellow, brown kind of robes that are very flowy. She has a belt that has 10 clinking bottles on them that are filled with different things or empty. She has big green eyes. She has a floppy hat, under which her head is not quite so bald anymore. Some red hair is beginning to grow back where it was shaved. And I think her wound was like to her forearm or something like that. She got really, really, really nailed, and it is going to leave a scar. She is not well at this moment.
So you're all kind of pale and a little bit worn. All right, McGowan.
McGowan's leaning back in a chair, his feet kicked up on a table, and his usually clean-looking face is sort of a haggard-looking with a big black eye, a bent nose, blood crusted in his beard and on his mustache. He's not wearing a shirt either. It's lanky, lean, and there's a big, huge blood-stained scab put together puncture wound in his side, and his breeches are covered in blood. But he has feisty blue eyes, and he's just smiling as he's drinking.
All right, Corum. So that's the crew. You're sitting with these people. You guys have just finished up your plates of eggs and some bacon and whatnot. But and you're just looking at your bedraggled crew, and they're on ready to hit the road, get in the canoes, and head south.
Okay. All right. Well, it sounded to me like the two warriors were pretty well in okay shape, but Ren sounds like she's hurt pretty badly, right?
She's pretty bad. We're pretty close to the edge. Things might have gotten a little dire.
All right, so while we're sitting around getting ready to go and prep up and finish our eggs and all that stuff, I will administer some healing. I will probably... Did we spend the night here, or is this the same day they meet me?
You spent the night. It's the next morning.
Oh,
so
well
you can pray for your spells back.
Adam, boy, that's what I was hoping. You're such a benevolent castle keeper.
I'm just feeling, good today.
All right, cool. All right, then.
Hey, Chuck.
Yes, sir.
I'll make a promise to you. We'll go out of our way to protect your character and not let him die. For at least 4 sessions.
The important thing is that Larian died for something very, 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 very important.
Yes.
Yes.
Like watching
Which
Jeremy.
was our whims.
Watching Jeremy do a 3 Oscar performance out of nowhere. So, which was worth it. That was great. It was really good.
You did, yeah, you did great.
So good.
All right, so I'm going to heal Grace first. I'm going to pray and call to my God, and I'll hold up a holy symbol out from underneath my. You guys hadn't seen this before in this tunic. Oh, I should probably describe myself to the group. You'll see. Everybody. I forgot about me. I'm in perfect health, and I stand about 6'4". I have a bald head. I am wearing sort of a braceplate kind of armor, but I've got it very well detailed with lots of symbolisms about religious stuff related to Corthane, the god of justice in Aird. And out from underneath my tunic here over top of this armor, I pull out this holy symbol of Corthane. But what's interesting about it is it looks to be made of some sort of dark-looking metal. And then some sort of silver metal is being gilded all the way around the edges of it, but not completely covered. So you can see this dark-looking metal or stone inside of it, right, with the carving on it. And he'll hold it up in the air, and kind of hold his hand for just a second. He seems to be mumbling, but you don't hear any sound coming out. And then you'll see all of a sudden a golden glow encompass Ren as she begins to get healed. All right. And you, my friend, are going to receive. Find some dice around here. Oh, shit. A total of 11 hit points. All right. As I use two cure light, I'm going to use two cure light wounds on her. That's what I'm going to do.
Okay. All right. So you cast both of them.
Yeah. And let's see. As far as the other two are concerned, this is the point where my memory is shit right now. Can you just go ahead and tell me if you guys are hurt or not? Because I really can't remember now.
A lot. Yeah. I
you got beat up pretty bad, but I think Davis's character wasn't as bad as you are, right?
I'm down to 2 hit points.
2 hit points? All right. Okay. All right, then.
So I just want to point out to everybody that this is a historic moment that just occurred.
What?
Davis actually admitted to having wounds in his character. Davis never tells you how many hit points he's got.
Oh yeah, I rarely do. I don't want. Damn it!
This
I don't
is
want
the
the
game.
castle keeper to know how many hit points I have because I don't want to like influence. So
Right.
Sure.
Like, as a player, you should like work in that direction as well to keep the tension at the table.
Yeah,
so
for
I
sure.
don't want him to know I have 2 hit points. I
Right.
shouldn't have let that happen.
And I will use my remaining spells here to cast aid on. I'll guess 2 on you and 1 on White, I guess, or y'all can fight for it if you want. I don't care.
I pull out a knife.
Jesus, I was kidding. Oh my god.
Oh, okay, damn it.
Let me use my official Castle Crusades D2 die I have right here from many years ago. All right. Wyatt, you get 2 points back. And then Corthane has seen justly to award MacGyver with 2 points as well. And that'll be all of my spells. That's all the spells I got till I go sleepy by. Now, we can certainly do some more healing as we travel wherever the hell he's taking us tomorrow. So.
Yeah. All right. So, you feel a little bit better. You guys going to hit the road now, or are you going to wait one more day? What's the plan?
Honestly, how much money do we have?
Oh, for God's sake, Jesus!
I think you've got
Lord.
a few coins left.
That's his
I know
character,
everyone else has saved theirs, but you.
Right.
We have 30 of Larian's coins.
What? Hey, no! No, you left that back up the road. It's become treasure for some other creature.
No, those two took it. Those two got it.
No. Actually, what happened? The hobgoblins took it,
Okay.
and then you killed the hobgoblin chief,
And took it
and
back.
you got it. That
Oh
was
my
the
God, y'all
treasure
found my
was mostly
shit?
what hobgoblins
Or-
took off of Larian.
Not only that, Larian, we found your 4 fingers.
That's right.
I remember that.
Impressive, right?
Yeah, I remember.
Actually, Ren would do something while we're like resting.
Of course she would. Yes.
Ren would, if possible, if she can get around McGowan while he's asleep, she would take a handful of his money.
Oh.
But I don't think McGowan has any money.
Yeah, I don't know.
She was so the idea is to try before he spends it all.
But what do you have left, Davis? It's not much.
Well, let's see what I got. What do I have written down? 1 gold piece.
I want to try to steal it.
All right, so at the end of the thing, yeah, no, and it's just stuck in my pouch at my side.
You going to try to rob your comrade?
I don't care.
It's for a good reason.
Yeah.
If he's never without it, then probably not.
Well, it's in his pouch. He's going to sleep with his pouch on, I'm guessing.
Yeah. No?
What are you kidding me? Do you sleep with your wallet in your pocket?
She sleeps with her bottles on. A pouch is like a boneless bottle.
No, I throw all my junk in a pile beside me.
Well, you could pretty easily steal his pouch, empty his pouch, if you want to take his last lonely golden coin.
She takes his 1 gold piece.
All right, Davis, you have no money left.
There's a locket in that pouch too.
She wouldn't touch that.
Davis, you remember that?
She might snoop around it. What does it look like?
Do you remember
It's
when?
a glass locket with a thing of hair in it, strand of hair in it, or a little thing of hair in it.
She leaves it.
She leaves.
And there's some cotton balls, a little bit of charcoal, and a striking thing.
David, somehow I feel like that was a character you lived out west at some point.
All right,
All right,
I'm gonna be
so-
AFK for just a sec. I'll be right back, guys. Sorry.
You got it. All right. So, do we need to do anything with this golden coin, Grace, or is it going to come?
Come up later.
Okay. All right. Good deal. So
Yeah.
that evening, you Filch Davis's coin. I don't know if y'all split up the hobgoblin treasure. I don't know what happened to that.
We didn't.
Okay. So let's just assume that Wyatt has that treasure there. I think it was 30 gold pieces. I didn't write it down. I can't remember.
It
It
was
was 30
60.
gold.
60. Okay.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Couldn't begin to tell you. Yeah, Peter's still trying. Sure, Peter.
It was actually twice that.
Yeah.
I don't think that came up at all. So
It
y'all-
did.
It
It
did.
did because there was the fingers. There's
remember.
coins in the fingers,
Oh.
but I couldn't remember.
There was
So,
about to be an
65.
argument. There's
Because
about to
that
be
was
an argument on how
actually-
to be distributed. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was Larian's gold. A good chunk of that was Larian's gold. So I'm assuming you're not going to include the nuclear, or are you? Are you going to divide that up, Wyatt?
Well, it hadn't really occurred to me yet, but I'm certainly not. Well, Wyatt
Or
would
do you
not
just-
be inclined. Wyatt would not be inclined to divide it with a character who ran away and got one of his party members killed. So
So Jeremy's out.
I mean, that's he's not going to say anything about it.
I'm not gonna. I didn't say it.
And Chuck has apparently disappeared. So
Yeah, he had to step away. Jeremy's probably listening to the stream going, I'm going to kill these people. For those who are not in the know or just joining us, there's a fifth player, Jeremy. He's been playing, but he couldn't make it tonight. He had to move a bunch of crap. So he's away from the computer. He'll be back next week when we resume on Monday. All right, so everybody gets whatever 60 divided. That's what, 20 gold pieces? Davis, you get 20, Grace 20, and Wyatt, you keep 20. I assume you're not including the cleric in this split up here.
No, but when I get my 20, I
I
go
can
straight
hear.
to- I go straight to what's his name and buy everyone beer. And
Okay. All right. He gives you what's called the McGowan discount. You've been buying so much beer. He's been very happy with your patronage.
that's all right. I'm gonna steal his
Moved
coin.
a long
So.
time ago.
All right, so you guys are going to bed down for one more night and day. So just knock off 2 gold pieces, and that'll cover your room, your food, and whatever else you guys have gathered. You've shopped enough. You've got equipment and gear, I think. And
Rand, that'll mean you found 28 gold pieces in that.
well, now, yeah, the second night, Ren, he's got more gold because you saw Wyatt give it to him.
It would take 10.
Okay.
The last guy asked for me, please. Just hunt me up a
Like I never noticed.
drink. Just push that out.
Like the troll lord in the old days. All right, so
I don't care anything. Thank you, baby.
So the next morning, the following morning, now you all, because you actually rested for 24 hours, everyone heals 1 hit point back naturally.
Okay.
If you
Rules
are
as
still
written.
good. Yes, rules as written. And the next morning, I'm going to assume early in the morning, before the sun creeps up, you guys are going to set off. Now it's early fall. It's a roughly September time frame. The temperatures have begun to drop. The nights are around 55, 50 degrees, somewhere around that, days between the high 50s and mid 60s. But there's a lot of mist and water. It rains pretty much every day, a little bit here and there. That brings the temperature down even more just because you get cold and wet. So early in the morning, you guys get up. One of the bartenders wakes up early per your requests and makes you a nice big plate of warm cornbread and ham and whatnot. Let you guys get off on a full stomach. Before the sun comes up, you guys are down at the bank readying, throwing your equipment in the canoes. Now, as I recall, you had four canoes, because you got two from the Hobbs, didn't you? And you bought two, and there's a John boat sitting there on the bank. So you got like more boats than you got people, which is a pretty good place to be, I guess.
In that day that we were there, I'm gonna go and get some gloves and actual clothing.
Okay.
For winter wear for McGowan.
Ooh, Ren might do that too.
Wait.
Yeah, I think that's going to cost you about a gold piece or maybe two. Chuck?
Are we going somewhere that's got cold?
Well,
or is he just spending all the money he's got?
Well, what? Do what?
He's buying winter clothing, right?
Yes.
I just want to make sure I didn't miss something. Or is he just shopping?
Fall's coming. We're going to be on the water, so I'm going to get some wool.
Oh,
gloves,
okay. Nope, not a worry. I thought I missed something.
Wool pants.
Okay.
Yeah, I already picked up all that stuff the other day, so.
So you've got when you get down to the shore, you've got DM Center. You are correct. You've got several choices in front of you. You got 3 canoes that you took, or 2. I think it's 3 that you took from the Hobgoblins, and these easily can hold 4 of you without too much effort. But they're rough. They're really barks. They're carved from trees, so they're not super. They're not super stable platforms to get into. They don't have seats, so you're going to have to be on your knees or sitting on your butt. And for any of you who've been in canoes, water's going to splosh over the sides, and so whatever's on the bottom of the canoe. Now, the 2 canoes that you purchased are actual canoes, and they each seat 3, and you have 3 seats that you can sit on too, and keep at least your bone dry as you're going south. And these are relatively stable, but they're battered. They've seen a lot of use. So they've got a little bit of just wear and tear to it, on the keels and whatnot, and maybe a little leakage here and there. And then your John boat's in pretty good shape, but it's not. You probably could fit all 4 of you, maybe 5 of you in there. Are there any there's no halflings in the group, right? Everybody is a human. Right. Everybody's a human in this party. I don't think there's any elves or anything. Yeah, the John boat. Yeah, you could. It would be tough to put all 5 of you in there comfortably. So what's the plan? What's your distribution on these canoes? I want to be very clear. The sun hasn't come up. It's still dark. You've got this hazy blue in the sky. There's a thick mist hanging over the Powder River in front of you. You can hear the water's moving relatively quickly, but it's placid. It's deep and just moving along with few ripples or bumps bothering its surface. You cannot see the far shore of the Powder River.
I think we should leave behind the hobgoblin canoes and take the nice ones. Personally.
Okay.
Take the ones we bought and leave the rest. Just take what we need.
We have 5 people, right? So we do 2, 2, 1. Take 4 canoes. Okay. And then I'll take the 2 bark canoes.
So.
And I've got a plan. Don't worry, I've got a plan.
Of course.
So, but I need to buy a few more things before we leave, and ads. I want to get an ads.
Now, do you want to wait till they show up, open up for that, or?
Well, it's misty. Sun's not going anywhere until tonight. We can wait a few hours for the misty.
If Jeremy were here, he'd already be in a canoe.
I mean, what's the hurry? I mean,
there's this pathological need to get out of the darkenfold. I think there's this.
Yeah.
All right, so McGowan has suggested. Let's role play this out, Davis. I don't care what you guys do. I'm here to tell what happens when you react. So.
All right, Ren, Wyatt, Corwin. I don't think we should get on the river with the mist as high. We wait till the mist burns off so that we can see more clearly. Traveling on the river with mist is just not a really good idea. So let's wait till the mist goes up. It'll give me time to buy an adze and some firewood.
That sounds fine. Do you think we'll encounter anything on the river?
I'm 100% sure. I have absolutely no doubt that we're going to encounter something on the river.
In that case, absolutely.
Okay, let's get life. Wait, let's get life preservers. Do they have life preservers? I'm gonna get a big catfish and get its bladder and like blow it up. Or something.
All right, so you guys go back to the tavern then, I assume.
I said I was going to go look for that little hedge witch lady, whatever she was.
She's north of town. She's several miles north of town.
Oh, well, I can't go that far.
I will go up to, when I hear Wyatt say that, I will go up to him and ask him,
Oh, if he's got healing herbs, I can try that. There's a shop. There's a shop that you can get some from.
okay.
Yeah,
You'll see me hit my weapon and just kind of stand next to you like I'm ready to go.
I'll go take him to where the exchange is, and or whatever that little shop is that sells all the stuff. See if I can get some more first aid bundles while I'm at it. That's mainly what I was after, is like little herbal bundles or whatever.
All right. Yep. Okay. So you guys wait for an hour and a half or so, and then you're going to head back to the shop. And Gil's just opening it up. Sun's come up a little bit, burned a little bit of the mist off, and you can see it kind of floating up, the mist floating up the river as y'all tramp away. And you can see that the innkeeper looking down at you. And he's like, I don't think they're ever going to leave.
At this point, we're just citizens, In fact, they're getting ready to tax us. I don't know.
I know. We can buy some chicken.
Yeah. All right.
So all I want, and then we can hit the road, is I want to buy some nails, some really big nails and spikes, a hammer. No, I don't need a hammer. Does anyone have a mallet or anything, like a war hammer?
I got a hatchet, axe, and hammer thing. So.
Okay, 1 flask of oil and an adze. That's it.
Davis. There's any number of backpacks in the Adventures Backpack that you could buy.
That's true.
But I don't have.
I'll just take off 3 gold pieces. I'm pretty generous with my money.
Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good. But I have to tell you, for everyone out there, the Adventures Backpack is a book we're in the process of reprinting. It should go to printers by the end of the week or early next week. And when Davis said nails, we do. 50 iron nails, Davis, costs 5 gold pieces. So how many nails are you going to get?
Holy crap. I forgot. Nails are actually really, really valuable. Well, I don't really need 50, but I'll buy 50. And as I'm handing out my gold, I'm like looking at my pouch of money. I'm like, what? I thought there was more in here.
He'll throw in the ads for free since you've been buying so much stuff at the shop.
Now take some firewood and throw it in the canoes there. Now we can go.
All right, so who's getting in what canoes? By this point, the sun's up. It's a little bit warmer. Most of the mist is burned off. You can see the far shore. You can see the water moving, and the village Willowbreak is alive. People are up doing their normal chore.
Ren and the dog will hop in with Corum if he's amenable to it.
Oh, that's right. You have a dog still. I forgot.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We gotta name him.
And you'll see Corum reach in and give him a little dog treat. He's got some treats.
Oh,
remember?
and Chuck, you were going to knock off like 5 gold pieces, and that gives you 3 little jars of salves that'll help you heal 1 to 2 per jar.
Knock off 5 from what? Just from my
5 gold pieces. Do you have any money?
Yeah, I just didn't. Oh yeah, but I didn't know if they like posthumously awarded me some of Larian's money. Just throwing that out there.
They did not, sadly.
Okay. Well, that's a real shame. All right.
Yeah. After all the healing.
I was going to ask you, have you ever had clerics in your games over the years, Steve, charge for healing? I'm just throwing that out there for an idea.
Once in a while, we've had it. Yeah, Davis is a whole different ballgame.
I don't even want to know.
That one cleric, I made him tithe to the church and they killed me.
Well, there was that, and then it might have been Davis. Someone tried to make Todd charge. Todd was playing the fighter. And someone tried to make Todd charge for healing, and he said that's fine. And in the next battle, he just stepped back and said, "You're gonna have to pay me to fight."
Oh shit! No kidding.
Oh yeah, no. Todd went there immediately.
Wow.
Incredible.
That's awesome.
I think that was you, wasn't it, Davis? And then
Yeah. And I died.
Yeah. Todd, he didn't pull his blade out. It was hilarious.
Oh, I guarantee you, he's probably just waiting.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I just thought it was funny.
So
All right,
5 you said, right? 5 gold?
Yes. And
Thank
that gives you 3 small potions, each of which will heal. And it's a salve. It's kind of like a cream. Each will heal 1 to 2 hit points.
Dude, I'm almost out of gold again.
You're perpetually out of gold, Davis. All right. So by like 9 in the morning or so, you guys are making, I think this is about your 14th foray to the canoes to leave Willowbreak.
There we go. Jesus.
So the question still stands. Who's getting in what canoes, and which canoes are you getting in?
Ren is with Corum
Okay.
and wants to talk to him a little bit once we get on the water.
I'm going to differentiate a little bit. There's the 2 canoes, and then there's 3 barks. And the barks are the hobgoblin canoes. All right. So
Canoe.
Okay.
who's getting in a canoe? Ren and Chuck, you're getting in a canoe.
I'm getting in a canoe as well, probably with
McGowan, Jeremy.
McGowan. Yeah.
Jeremy's getting into 1 canoe.
Okay, so yeah, we'll put Jeremy in one of the good canoes alone, and I'm gonna Wyatt, you can help me do what I'm planning to do because I know you'll figure it out. So what we're gonna do is take 2 of these hob canoes, right? And we're gonna tie one to the other one, and we're gonna row down so we have 1 canoe behind us, and we're gonna fill it with firewood on the way down. Okay. I got an adze so we can just keep shaping the canoe as we go. And we're
Oh my God.
turn this into a battle barge.
Let's go.
And I've got nails. We're going to turn it into an outrigger canoe. So
We have a new quest. Making this like boat as cool as possible.
As McGowan explains all this, y'all look up and notice that Jonic is a mile down the river, just going as fast as he can go.
I know what's down this river.
Lots of water. A couple of other rivers. All right, so somewhere around 9 in the morning, Wyatt and McGowan are in a bark, and Jeremy is in a canoe, and the other 2 and the dog are in a canoe, and you're pulling 1 bark. Is that right, Davis?
Yeah, we're pulling one of them.
Okay.
And if I have to, I just take a rope from the quay or whatever.
Okay. And you're leaving behind 1 bark and 1 John boat, just leaving it there on the back.
Yeah.
You guys push off into the water like I described earlier. It's moving relatively Yes.
Just to let you know, I promised the barkeep all 3 of those things, but we're taking them.
Well, you've bought enough beer that he certainly does not care what you take from his.
It's a floating piece of wood, really.
Yeah. All right, so you guys push out and into the water. Like I said earlier, it's relatively deep here. You've had a lot of rain. It's still raining. A lot of water coming down from the north and west. And since it's been a good 10 days since the rainy season began, you're now seeing all of that kind of, coalesce. It just moves on and down to the sea. So you guys push off and into the water, and immediately, without much effort, your speed is pretty stout. I mean, it's going. And now the canoe is well made. It handles the water easily, so you guys can navigate it. Who's doing the steering? Meaning, who's in the back? Both of you get in the back.
No, I'll indicate to you, Grace, that I'm strong. You take care of that. I'm worried about the dog hopping out.
She says, "Actually, I have some questions for you. So you might want your hands free."
I'll scoot back a little bit from you, just a little bit, and I'll smile and say,
And she'll take the spot in the steering.
Okay, so Ren is going to steer. Davis, I assume McGowan is steering, or is White steering the bark?
Well, I'm actually fairly buff, so I could hold a rickety boat together pretty well. So.
Yeah, if you're willing to, yeah. No, I stand in the prow and I'm just making plans. I'll take the adze and like test down on the thing a little bit, go through the nails, look for the longest nails.
Okay. All right. Now, just to let everybody know, and I'm sure that some of you know this, the person in the front of the canoe also helps. So you can.
No, the river's doing all the work. I'm not doing
All right. So, last question before we get into the description of what of the country that you're fixing to pass through. Chuck, I just need to know, and I need you guys all. I'm going to ask you, each of you. I need a very precise description of what you are wearing and how much of it. So, Chuck, what are you wearing?
I'm naked. This is
There you go.
It's your game. Hey, it's your game, bro. I'm naked. I've had everything shipped. No.
I need a different vote, please.
No, Chip Grace, you're hilarious. Oh my God. Please, Chip, please. I'll be wearing traveling clothes, but I will have sort of a very thin leather jerkin underneath them, but nothing heavy enough to weigh me down or whatever. Just give me a little bit of protection. I'll put myself down for an AC of 11 with that on.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you have a cloak on?
Me? No, I've got all that stuff pretty much wrapped up and bundled up for traveling on the water.
What kind of boots do you have on?
Jesus Lord. Let me look here. Yeah, granular.
Do you have a quiver, and what's on your weapons belt?
Oh, you're not talking to me.
I am talking to you. I need to know what's physically on your body so that when the canoe flips, if the canoe flips.
No, totally get it. No problem. It looks like right now that's physically on my body is going to be, I've got looks like it's got some soft leather jerkin. I guess they're boots, more like shoes, I guess. I don't know what you want to call that, but they're not full boots. And then I'm wearing a leather jerkin pants and shirt, just sort of like a protective thing. Clothes over top of it. No helmet, just my bald head. And probably at this point, since I've put all the rest of the stuff up and packed it for travel, the only thing else would be maybe my holy symbol that's hanging around my neck.
Okay.
All right.
Peter.
So, from what I remember, I can't really wear the breastplate at the moment since you described that they cut through the strap. So I haven't had a chance to repair it. So that's probably sitting in front of me. But everything else, arm guards, the long gambeson he's usually wearing, that's what he's got. And the gambeson kind of comes with a hood that flips up.
Okay, and are the arm guards metal or leather?
They were both metal.
Okay. Right.
And the only other thing you would have was the shield that's like almost strapped to his arm because it's about that big, and he's reshaped it to something about that long and probably about that wide.
Okay, but that's like a buckler, right?
Yeah, it's a what they call it. He's made it in something that looks a bit like an arming shield. It's about that long and probably about that wide.
Okay, but you're wearing that while you're steering the canoe.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Ren. Oh wait. Weapons belt. And do you have a quiver?
I don't have a quiver. No, I've got the two-handed. The long blade is probably lying in the bed of the boat, but the shorter blade will be at his side.
Okay. All right, Ren.
She wears flowy. There's no cloak, but her clothes are pretty like drapey and flowy. She's wearing hide boots, like leather kind of boots. And her belt of bottles, and the hobgoblin glaive and her hook sword are kind of in the bottom of the canoe. She's not carrying her backpack. One thing about Ren, she knows how to float, but she does not know how to swim.
Oh, that's horrible.
All she can do is float. That's all she knows how to do. She can float on her back. But she's not wearing robe.
It's looking rougher and rougher. Davis McGowan.
Wool socks, wool pants, wool shirt. The belt, I have my dagger and my pouch with the locket and fire starting equipment. That's it.
Okay.
Everything else is piled in the thing. I left my shield. I don't have a spear. Damn it.
And I will give Jeremy a pass. I'm not going to drown his character while he's not at the table, so we're not going to worry about what Jeremy has. He may show up with 4 drowned comrades. Nobody's going to drown. There's no way the dice could go against you guys.
Lord, no.
It never happened. All right, so you guys push off into the water. Very, very quickly, you learn, as described, the current here is pretty swift. Water's pretty placid. The river is about 150 feet wide on average. It gets a little wider occasionally, narrows occasionally, and it snakes in broad terms. So it doesn't do like that oxbow stuff. It just kind of does these broad. So you can see pretty far. By 10 in the morning, the mist is mostly burned off. It's warmed up to about 60 degrees. You got a little bit of your damp from the mist in the morning, and just splashing your legs as the paddle goes back and forth across the canoe there. So you're getting a little bit wet, a little bit damp, but it's nothing. It's nothing terrible, and the temperature's not so bad that it is in any way disconcerting. But by about an hour on the road, Davis, you realize, or McGowan and Wyatt, you guys realize that Ren and Corum and Jeremy are a good half a mile ahead of you and just moving at a pretty good clip. The barks just aren't able to keep up with the keels on the other canoes, and you're dragging a canoe with some wood in it that you it's just dragging you a little bit.
Wyatt, do you need some help?
Well, I think the most helpful thing I can do is cut this extra canoe off.
That's great.
Believe me, Peter, that extra canoe is going to come in handy.
I suggest you don't leave things to me, because I will be very practical about it.
Now you can redouble your efforts.
I'll whistle as loud as I can.
Okay, you're just. I'm assuming, unless you guys tell me otherwise, that you're just. There's no like McGowan knows. There's no reason to just frantically canoe down a river. That would be insane.
If I need to catch up, I have a very hefty con, and I can just, it's also a prime, so I could catch up if I needed to.
Yeah, you certainly could do that. So you're going to redouble your efforts and close that gap quite a bit. The journey's relatively peaceful. I mean, the forest is calm and quiet. There's rain everywhere, a little bit of mist. So everything's kind of dampened down, even noises inside the forest. What you got, Grace?
Is there a time for a little bit of RP before we drown?
Yeah, absolutely. Do you want to wait till the other two catch up? Yeah, let's do that. So as the bark, you realize you're kind of sitting there moving, and you only realize that you've kind of outstripped your comrades when you hear them coming up, and Wyatt's having to really kind of splash into the water more to get that bark to catch up and pull. And to be very clear, Peter, Wyatt, and McGowan, you guys are wet. That water is constantly coming over the gunwales and into the canoe.
Well, good. It's making my armor stronger then.
There you go. Always look on the bright side.
Gambesons are made out of silk and linen, and when it gets wet, it gets stronger.
There you go. All right, and so the bark pulls up along. So Grace, take it away.
She kind of turns to Corum and kind of clears her throat, and a little uncomfortably at first, kind of mumbles out, "Could I ask, have you taken a vow of silence?" It's a rude question, I guess.
No. It looked like he was actually contemplating how to answer you. Actually,
Okay. I thought Chuck was like, he was like thinking about something.
I thought his screen froze.
Well, they're in there.
I nodded at you. I said,
So did I once. How is it going for you?
So you two can hear, well, you can't hear Chug.
that's the beauty of this. That's the beauty of this,
yeah.
right?
We can hear
They
that
can't
sound of
hear.
silence. As we're approaching them, I just look over and says, "Let the river do the work for us. We don't want to be exhausted."
Who is that?
I give you a real shocked look, right? And then he'll kind of hold
Is
up
that
his
the symbol
he'll hold up
that
his
you
holy
were-
symbol. Yeah.
Who is that?
Oh God. How to answer that question? Okay. I was not prepared for this. Okay.
On her face is a look of very curiosity, like really sincere.
Just
Okay.
for the stream out there, Corthane is a very unusual god for people to worship. Go ahead, Chuck.
No, in fact, give me just a second while I'm doing this and explain to the audience what's going on with this.
So we'll do a quick overview of some of the Erdian mythology. So in the world of Erd, there's the Allfather who began creating, and his whole passion was just to create. And he created all kinds of things, but his first more successful creations were the Val Ericune, and there was three of them. There's Mordias, Corthane, and Orindul. And these are the first creatures that he made that really, some of the first creatures that he made that really had a consciousness, and they're the most powerful of all the creatures, aside from Unklar, and a few others that the Allfather made. Now, Mordias she becomes the Mother Earth the nature goddess, for the lack of a better description. Orindul becomes rather greedy and evil, and he's selfish in these. I shouldn't say evil, but he's very, very selfish in his treatment of things. But Corthane takes on the persona of being the ire of the Allfather, of the true, what he believes that the Allfather is. He is a god of law and good, and neither of those are, in his estimation, kindly things. When he delivers judgments on anything, he is one of the few gods who has done nothing with Erd when the world was created. Mordias came to the world and began fashioning things, and Orindul came to the world and began fashioning things, but Corthane did not. He remained in the void and just watched, because he believed himself to be the Allfather's, alter ego, or what have you, the knight of the Allfather, however you want to put it. So his worship is very, very rare. It's unusual. It's usually cults of paladins, 5 or 6 paladins who have gotten together who worship Corthane, and they are brutal in their judgments of people, and none. The most interesting thing I've found for people who read the Andanuth, which is the story of the world of Erd, is almost all of them come through with, is Corthane really lawful good? He's kind of an asshole, and he is he's very judgmental. We will put it that way.
He's definitely an asshole, and he'll basically hold up a message that basically says, "He who protects the innocent."
So why has he demanded silence from you? Oh.
I'll indicate that this is a choice of my own, not his. Some other reason that has nothing to do with Corthane.
Idolater.
You watch it. Anyway.
The banks are just sliding by.
Yeah, along with the insults from the other canoes it rides. But anyway.
The bark comes by, hurls a few insults, keeps going.
All right, don't make fun of me writing in like shorthand, okay, everybody?
No, that's fine. A small patch of forest in Maine. I wasn't born there, but that's where I was raised. It was a secluded sort of place. None of us spoke either.
And I'll indicate with a smile that I understand as I reach over and pat the dog on the head and give it another treat.
The river slides on by.
Wyatt, I'm going to get a nap. We'll switch it. I get my blanket wrapped up and go to sleep.
Wrapped up? Oh no.
Leave me alone, Wolf.
I'm gonna die.
You soak up the water in the bottom of the bark, Davis, as you stretch out.
It's all wool. It'll be fine.
You're golden. You guys push on down the river.
It's going to be cannoli by the time we get there.
Somewhere around mid-morning, between 10 and 11. No, Ren, you're pretty relaxed, and I mean it's pretty easy going, right? I mean you're just really kind of steering the canoe to the left and the right. It gets choppy a little bit, but nothing that's untoward. Now, Wyatt, it's not the same for you. You're having to work it. You're having to keep up. You're having to paddle a little bit more. You're dragging with your boat, and your bark just isn't. It was carved out of a tree 2 days ago. So it's really not. It's not in great tip-top shape. So you're working by 11 or so. You've worked up a pretty good sweat, and you can feel your con kind of wearing by. And at this point, and you're about an hour, maybe an hour and a half out. At this point, you guys, you hear who's in the front. Chuck, Corum is in the front, and McGowan's in the front, or McGowan's sound asleep. But Corum, you hear it first. You can hear kind of the splashing of water in front of you, the churning of water, and down, and further down, maybe half a mile or so, you can see this thicker mist hanging over the river, where it's clearly turned up.
And I'll just sort of, motion to Wyatt and back at Ren and just kind of point up ahead so they can draw their attention to it.
How far is there any on either side of the river? Are there any clear spots on the shore?
Yeah, so on the left bank, which is the Powder River Country, Perth Timberland, I think it's called. On the left bank, it's pretty open. You've got reeds growing into the shore a little bit there, somewhat died off as fall settles in, and the trees there are kind of sprawled out, into the distance. Now on the right is the Darkenfold proper.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit more rocky. You can see these outcrops sticking here and there, trees all over the place. Some of them older, some of them kind of wrapped around each other. It's a mangled mess. Much easier on the left, but you could easily in the next half mile go to the right too. Either one you want to go.
Well, I want to go to where it's smoother, and and then at least before we get to what probably are going to be rapids, or at least choppy water, and go off to the left and park for a bit and go and get the lay of the land.
Okay. Are you going to signal your comrades or just?
That's what I'm going to do. I'm pointing.
Yeah.
All right. I will assume, Rand, you follow suit.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And we will assume that Jeremy follows the crew despite his true desires. Which is probably to sink Davis's bark. Keep going. All right, so you guys pull up onto the shore.
I need it.
There's some classic random encounters. If there's a 1 on an 8, there's something there. So you don't see anything on the shore as you pull up. Trees kind of sprawl out, mostly oak and sprinkled with a little sycamore in there, with the white bark from the sycamore kind of shining out. And leaves are beginning to turn. So you get the very beginning yellowish and orange colors that you see when fall sets in. And a small, even as you're pulling up, this very, very short 30-second rain burst douses you all in water. And then you beach your canoes, and the bark carrying the firewood joins you last as it kind of crashes into the side of the bank there.
It's a bit early to be making camp, isn't it?
Well, I kicked the mochi roll out of the canoe and tell him to go make himself useful, and send him down to go have a look at what's on the other side of those rapids, the churning water at least.
I'll go see too.
Okay, when I'm apprised of the situation, I'm assuming Wyatt will apprise me of the situation.
Well, that's what I'm doing.
I'm just not labor me over the head with a stick. Go look at the river.
I just picked the whole thing up and.
Yeah, I'll go down the river, but first I'm going to wring out my socks and put on my boots.
All right. So take a couple minutes, kind of prep yourselves a little bit, and then you hop out and onto the shore with.
Oh yeah, I grab a sword just in case.
Okay, probably a good idea.
And the glaive. Why not? She'll use the glaive as a walking stick because her legs are sore, and she has a hook sword at her hip.
All right. When McGowan sees her pick up the glaive, I'm like, I'll pick up my sword.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Can I ask a point of order question?
Yes.
The mechanics thing. The glaive is a pole arm.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure she could use it.
It's an awesome. And Grace, well, this is Steve's table. Steve, how do you handle glaives at your table, reach and all that?
So a glaive really is a slashing weapon. So I generally just let it go. You roll initiative and you're at it. Yeah. So because you still got to kind of pull the thing. It does have a point.
Yeah.
I think the Falkard fork is the one with the other fork on it. But
Okay.
generally speaking, though some, Chuck is right, some pole arms you can definitely, if you brace a spear, if you have a 6-foot spear, you're going to get initiative because you're standing so far away.
Right.
But the other side to that coin is you've still got that weapon in hand once they move past the spear point.
That is true. Yeah, I just want to make sure she knew because it's always different.
All right, so you guys get up onto the earth here, and it's relatively dry despite the rainfall and the burst that you just had. Everything's kind of damp from just general forest mist and dew and all this other mess. But the leaves haven't begun to fall, so you get a lot of the rain has been guided. So as you kind of move up into it, the Perth here's got pretty thick underbrush, but it's easy to navigate. It's not briar like blackberry bushes and all that crap. It's really just kind of ferns, deeper grasses, stuff like that. So you kind of move up and weave your way into the Perth relatively easily. Davis, it doesn't take you but 30 seconds to look deeper into the wood. You can see once you're kind of up and onto the bank, you can clearly hear what are churning water a little bit down the river. But then you can see a gap in the tree line, maybe 200 or 300 feet in front of you. It's either indicative of a creek or a path or something has, created this gap in the tree line. It seems to go in a north-south direction.
Okay, I point in that direction for Rand to see and said there's either a creek or a path up that way. I'm going to go check out the path. If you want to go continue and see how big the rapids are. How far? Wait, it leads into the river?
The path? No, the path goes north-south, or the creek, whatever it is, and then of course the rapids are just south of you.
Oh, okay. Okay, so the path is like parallel to us.
Yes, parallel to the river. Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
Just
I'll look ahead and see if
Okay.
there's any.
Yeah, and I'll catch up with you in just one. I'm just going to run up there, check it, come back.
Right.
Okay.
question for you,
Three parties.
Steve. Just not
Yeah.
for our characters, but for me, because I've got the map up. Is that where both those are going to hit? Those rapids? Is that about where that confluences those two rivers?
No, you are about, at this point, you've only been on the road about an hour. You're about half the way, hour and a half the way, 3/4 of the way to Bent's trading post is where you are now.
Okay, thank you. All right.
And just to let everybody know, I'm trying to not freewheel everything and use Castle Crusades a little bit more. So there's a whole section in the Castle Keeper's Guide on canoe travel. So on a good day, you could move, and this would be a good day, had you not waited all morning to get some firewood. You can do a good 60 miles in the canoe. And this is with very little effort. This is just, moving along. So you guys can expect, even with the delay and the barks, 40, 45 miles, 50 miles, something like that. Pretty easy. So you can get close to Jeremy's dream, depending on how easy it is for me to. Things that treasure hunting that you do.
Sure.
Is our destination visible on the map that's on stream right now?
Yeah. So just to let everybody know, if they move without incident, they could get to Thompson's Point a little bit after nightfall, which is not quite to their goal of Haverstraw, which is I'm looking at a different map. Am I?
Yeah, I'm using Peter's. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's all good. I got an old Darkenfall map, Peter didn't. I didn't know but you do. So everybody can see what I'm saying there, right?
I think so.
You can see Thompson's Point. Yes. Good.
I'll be honest with you. I don't have my glasses on. I can't see shit, but I've got to go with
I don't think Thompson's Point isn't labeled, but we're going to Haverstraw, and we're about 3
Right, that's the ultimate
It's
goal.
labeled on my map, which is funny. So just so everybody knows, so you don't think we've all lost our minds. There's like 700 maps of the Darkenfall because the first one was done
this very area.
So there's lots of them.
Yeah.
One of these days, Peter and I will get it all put in one big happy folder.
One of these days.
There you go, Grace. We could do an evolution of the Darkenfold map.
Yes.
That could be
Oh
a
my
real
God.
thing, actually.
That would be awesome.
Oh my God.
Do a YouTube deep dive.
Okay, but Chuck actually has Thompson's Point circled there in red. That is Thompson's Point. All right,
Cool.
does that? Chuck, do you want me to give you this?
Sure, I can add it to the other 5,000. It's no problem. I would like to have it, though. Send it on over.
Okay. Hey, Kent, speaking of, if you want to use the rules, we can actually, since Grace is carrying a glaive and it has reach, we have a perfect time to use some rules from the Arms and Armory.
Oh,
now you're talking.
Okay. So, Grace, be aware when you're using the glaive, right?
Yeah.
If you have reach, you win initiative, and you successfully attack someone, they cannot close the distance and attack you the next round.
Right.
They have to win initiative to get to you. You
Yes.
can keep them at bay and hit them.
And I always win initiative.
No.
No.
If you lose initiative, they can close.
Oh,
And
I don't
you-
automatically win initiative.
Yeah,
It's if I
yeah.
win.
If
Funny
you win
story.
initiative.
Funny story about that. I was going to go ahead and get some copies of that because I still haven't ordered it from the store, and I waited to the last day, and we freaking sold out at Gamehole Con.
That'll learn you.
So it was a good
Chuck,
thing.
I put the map that I'm using in our discussion. If you want to swap that out so people can see a little bit better where everybody's going. And what we're going to do, I feel like we haven't got a good rhythm tonight, which is okay. This happens. It's been a little bit since we've game. But we're going to take a 3-minute bathroom break and then get back in here.
Okay.
To have
Oh
it.
yeah,
Does that sound good, everybody?
that sounds
Hey,
good.
is anyone going to order me a pineapple pizza?
I mean, I'll order you one if you want one. You want one?
They can't deliver out here.
Oh yeah, I
There's
forgot where you live at.
literally-
How you gonna get a pizza there? Yeah, you can't get one there.
You can't. Nothing gets delivered out here. I ordered something from Amazon that said 2-day ship. It took 9 days to get here. I was like,
That's-
what?
I believe it.
That's something.
All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna fill up the Be Right Back screen.
Right
I'll
back,
be right
gang.
back in a minute, guys. Yeah, what's the story on it? I didn't know if Kent would get mad if I asked what your hit points were. All right.
We're back.
Yeah, back.
All right, so we left Ren and McGowan on the bank, and the rest of the party in the barks and canoes, waiting for the scouting trip to return. All right, yes.
So I was going to add to that. I was going to go with them.
Okay, all right. So you move up, Wyatt. You're staying with the canoes and whatnots.
Yeah, making sure they stay on the shore.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. An important job.
Yeah, that's very important. All right, so Corum, McGowan suggests that they split almost immediately. Which are you going to win? Are you going to? Are you going?
Oh, you know what? I forgot Jeremy's not here. I'm just going to stay with the canoes. I apologize.
It just goes back to the canoe.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I wouldn't leave Wyatt
It's
alone.
not like we're running like in different directions. We're just going out to the road to look and then coming back.
No problem.
Chuck's having Larry and PTSD. He remembers you two abandoning him earlier.
Yeah, you damn right. You're not wrong.
Wait a second. We abandoned no one. Those two abandoned no one especially. They stayed with everyone. You guys ran.
It's true.
Anyway.
It is true. It's true.
Ren and Wyatt were spot on. I'm going to give them that.
All right, KevCon wins the comments. He says Wyatt accidentally looses the firewood canoe down.
Oh no! What a bummer.
It has occurred to me. So.
All right,
Have
so
a
McGowan,
really damn good reason.
we'll do you first. You move. It's just 200, 300 feet or so as you move up, and you very quickly realize that it's not a creek. It's a very well-beaten path that meanders through the woods here. It's not very wide. It's a couple of feet wide, but it's not. And you're not a ranger or anything like that, but you are barbarians. We have primeval sense. It's not an animal track. It's definitely a track that some type of humanoid uses. Not big enough for carts. You don't see any sign of animal use like mules or whatever, but a footpath through the forest.
Okay, I just go back.
Okay, and Ren, you move just 2,000 feet or so to these rapids. You get about probably 1,000 feet down, and you can see a small open area on the bank that slides down. It's a mudslide that goes down into the water, and it's trampled all over the bank here. Stuff has been pushed back, and you can see this path that kind of winds comes out of the river about 1,000 feet up from the rapids, and then it goes off south, following parallel to the river, and right next to it, within 30, 40 feet of the river itself. You keep going. You get onto that path, or you keep weaving through the woods. What are you gonna do?
I'll wait for McGowan and then go.
2 minutes later, whatever, McGowan comes trotting up with knowledge of the path. Are you both going to get on that path, or?
No, Ren, there's a path that goes along on the road. Let's check the water to see if it's rapids or what.
Okay, so Davis, she's standing on another path. She's standing on the edge of another path.
Okay.
And you can see on the bank of the river, it's all flattened out, and there's a boat ramp, but a mud slick that goes into the water, and then this path that kind of goes around.
So what is the bubbly water that we saw earlier, or whatever?
You're not quite there yet. You're gonna have to go back another 1,000 feet or so down the bank of the river. So it shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, but are you going to do that on this path, this second path that's been discovered, or are you going to kind of get into the woods and follow underneath the trees more?
No, I'm gonna get on the.
We should
On the
stay close
path.
to the river.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
stay close. Yeah. So we can see-
I mean, it's easy. It doesn't take you but a minute or two to start realizing that this path and that boat ramp is probably a portage path to take you around these rapids. So, and as you get up to the rapids, you can see if the river wasn't so deep, this would be a problem. Right now, you can just see it's about 200 feet across. There's rocks sticking out here and there that's creating this kind of bubbly froth, but there's large gaps between them. But you can also see kind of eddies and currents moving. So there's a lot of shit going on underneath the water here. It's navigable for sure, but both of you just looking at it know that it would be easy.
Stream just ended.
Yeah, it didn't end. It must have had some sort of internet thing.
Froze.
Yeah, it froze.
That's the AWS I was talking about.
Yep.
Yeah, probably.
No, absolutely. I believe it 100%.
That was driving me nuts on last
It
Wednesday.
is a huge part of the country is run by that.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole town of Midland is
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
We need President Taft to come back. The trust buster.
We
All right,
need
are we live? That was too political for our stream.
Moving right along before we get
Moving along
All
with the river.
Good.
So yeah, she would turn to McGowan and be like, would it be prudent to maybe grab the canoes and kind of like drag them up this way and then maybe try to like just drag them around the bit with the rocks?
Yeah, I think so. I don't want to chance
probably
it.
you'd have to physically pick them up, carry them onto the other end, and then get back in the river.
Yeah,
that.
we can put back in the river later.
I'm gonna be honest. I can't swim, so it would be a really
This is why
it would be
I
a day
stopped.
ruiner if we sank here.
You know, my God, he looks at her and says, "Wait, you can't swim?"
I learned how to float on my back, but all I had growing up was a pond. There was just a pond. It wasn't enough to swim in, but
We're headed to the sea.
I'm gonna have to learn to swim.
We'll have to remedy that. That might be an issue in the future.
I didn't figure I was gonna be like in the depths of the sea. I thought I'd
It's
just like
fine.
stand on the shore, stand on the sand.
It's just the water. It's not. It's like air.
Except you can't breathe it.
You just have to move. You have to move with it. All right. Yeah. Well, I think porting around this point would be the wiser.
All right,
It
let's go back.
takes about an hour to go back up.
Wyatt needs something to do anyway. Johnny has been nothing but a toe in the water this whole trip. So let's make a.
He's already exhausted and tired.
He was ahead of it. He was like a mile ahead of us, just getting down the thing. Let's make him work some more.
So you guys fall back to your canoes. I assume impart this knowledge to everybody. Down to the boat ramp, pull the canoes up. Now it's going to take you about 30, 40 minutes to do all of this and cross. Use the portage to get south of the rapids here. But keeping that bark canoe means someone's going to have to go all the 2,000 feet there, drop off, and then two people got to go back and get it. The wood canoe.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so it'll take about an hour then, as opposed to 45 minutes to port around all of this mess and get yourselves back and comfortably in the mist bay. By this point, I assume you just eat lunch and then get back in the water around noon. Or do you eat on the water? Actually, you could eat on the water pretty easily.
Eat on
Here, I
land.
can make a sandwich or something.
Yeah, well, after we get the canoes ported around, we'll just stop and eat, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know.
Now,
And go.
day warms up a little bit. Sun has now burned all of the mist off, and you get blue sky, which is pretty unusual this time of year, and it looks like it's going to hold for at least 3 or 4 hours. Sometime 12:30 give or take. You guys are back in the canoes and moving on south and down the river, and it's just even more pleasant now. Swift current, deep water, pretty placid, and you guys start moving pretty rapidly. Somewhere around 2 or so. As the banks are just sliding by, the forest on your right, which is the Bolon drop, so the darkened fold, it gets thicker and darker and nastier. It's just a mess, and you can see this constant feeder streams kind of tumbling off and into the water. At one point, as you're moving pretty quickly, you see a dwarf standing next to one of these streams. He's got a huge, monstrous backpack leaning against a tree. He's holding a pan in one hand. He's an old, grizzled dwarf, gray beard, a couple of axes stuck into his belt, and he's just pretty broad. And he just watches you all as you go by rapidly. When you wave, he holds up his pan and waves back at you. And then as you cruise on down, he turns and vanishes into the wood and behind you. A little bit after that, about an hour or so after that.
Can I check his vibe?
Yeah, give me a charisma check.
While they're doing that, Wyatt, can you swim?
Not with the one I'm wearing. But
But you do.
he's experienced in the woods, so he could probably manage it.
17 secondary.
Looking at him, first thing that comes across is he's very, very grizzled. He has been in, dwarves tend to get this way as they get older anyways, and dwarves in the world of Erd always, they follow the Andanuth, which is the oath to the Allfather, which is, I shall do something in this life of value, right? So this guy's clearly taken to living in the wilderness as that something of value. His mountainous pack tells you also that he's been out there for a very long time. But his gear is worn out, and the pan, probably panning for gold, is what he's probably doing on these creeks or whatnot. Nothing looks new. His equipment looks rather old and whatnot. Now, the vibe you get from this guy is just an absolutely font and mountain of experience and knowledge and wisdom. If you were to sit over a campfire with him, he probably would have no end of knowledge. And his wave back to you, which was done without hesitation, it makes you think he's probably a pretty friendly guy. He's not, he's not some grim face or whatever. He just.
I look at Wyatt as we pass the dwarf. I look at Wyatt and say, "Dwarves, look at him, just out there panhandling." Supposed to be doing something of value. All they do is go around begging for gold.
Land of the Allfather's chosen. The Allfather's favorite.
And
That's a whole lot of none of my business, to be honest.
all you realize, Davis, is when you said that to Wyatt, is he's like, damn wood sticks.
I'll help Wyatt at this point.
He's
We'll actually get an oar and start.
Lagoan's about to be wearing an oar in a minute.
All right, so you guys are scooting on down. Chuck, you notice it first again. I'm sorry. Actually, there's one other thing. As you're about an hour after the dwarf, somewhere around 2, give or take, something like 2:30 or so, you see this large pier sticking out. There's 2 actually piers sticking out into the water, and one is burnt. You can tell it's burnt up with arrows stuck in it. The other's in pretty good shape with a boat strapped to it. And then as you kind of approach up to it, this is on the left bank.
Okay.
You see this large building set on the side of the pier, and then a few more buildings on the other side of that. Smoke coming out of one of the chimneys. You all kind of vaguely remember Gil telling you that Bent's trading post is, a half day's canoe ride down the river. So you can stop if you want. Obviously, it'll interrupt your journey, or you can just keep on moving.
What time of day is it?
About 2.
I look over at the other 2. Look at Wyatt. I'm thirsty.
You see Jeremy pull an outboard motor out of his backpack.
I feel like the longer I go mute, the more I'm gonna convert the whole group into just doing. And we should. It's too bad we don't know sign language. That would be badass, right?
I
Dude,
kind
I
of do,
tried
actually.
earlier. I even sent y'all the thing.
You did.
Oh, I remember. Yeah. All right. You what? Yeah. So I'm motioning going down. You're wanting to go. So you're like wanting to go over to the trading post, right?
Well,
Yeah,
My
let's just trade some stories. I bet we could learn if there's
my arms
anything.
are kind of burning after this for a couple hours, And,
Yeah.
I'm fine. I've only been paddling for 5 minutes.
All
Let's
right,
go
so
on.
you all move over, head over to the pier. I assume is what you're doing. Is that what I'm led to believe?
Yes.
It doesn't take, but I gotta get the right book open. I believe that's this one here. It is. All right,
Are you
so,
using one of the new official Codex of Arid expansion books?
I'm using one of them. Yes, it's the original one, the Darkenfold, which you and I both, Chuck, discovered does not have Willow Break properly written. Yeah. Which it really should. There's some interesting anachronisms in this book because it's the first one I wrote. I wrote it so long ago. I kind of got a template now, and this one doesn't follow the template at all. It's all over the place.
So we'll have Darkenfold reforged someday.
Yeah, that's what we need to do for sure. All right, so Ben's trading post is it's just that. It's a trading post. You pull up along the pier. This pier juts about 60 feet out into the river here, into the Powder River. Huge pylons, and you can see this is relatively new. The one 50 feet up from it has been burned. It's got arrows stuck in it, a few spears stuck in it, and you can see as you follow the ruined pier up to the backside of this building. You can see the building too is burned, and portions of the roof have been replaced recently. So clearly, whatever attacked Bent's and did enough damage to spook things up a little bit. So you're looking at the backside as you pull up. No one comes out to greet you. You pull your canoes up, kind of lumber out of the canoes and onto the pier and start tramping down. About that point, you see this absolutely monstrous wolf come trotting around the backside of the building. There's no doors on the backside. This pier goes up to this bank, and the building itself is about 30 feet up from the bank, and it's just kind of grass there, what have you. There's shit all over the place. There's a cart overturned, stack of barrels, crates, tools, grass grown up through it, vines growing. It's just, years worth of debris that whoever's running this place has left there. And then this monstrous wolf just comes trotting around the side of the building, and he stops, looks at you guys, and then just, very, very slowly turns around and starts. Yeah, the cart is on blocks, so wolf will. All right. So what do y'all go tramping around into the...
Yeah, well, as soon as I see the wolf, I go for my dagger. I don't pull it out, but I put my hand on my dagger, and then I step back to the canoe, and I'm going to get my sword out of the canoe and put it on my belt.
What's the reaction of the dog?
Oh, I forgot about the dog. As soon as that dog sees that wolf, it gets right behind Ren. Hair is up, tail between its legs. It's still a pup, remember. Yeah. And it's much. The wolf is large. It's a good 3.5, 4 feet at the shoulder. And it's bulky, and not bulky with being overfed. It's just a wolf. Pretty stout.
Just a wolf alone, right? Just one?
Do what?
Just one wolf alone there?
Just one wolf alone.
Okay.
Wolf
One
alone.
wolf alone.
Just alone. Just one wolf alone.
We're going
She'll pet the dog really quick and comfort it, just momentarily, and then trot after the wolf.
Okay. Have you named the dog at all?
No, not yet.
Okay. Not yet. All right. So as you guys kind of walking around this thing, the first thing you realize is an open clearing, 1,000 feet wide, 1,000 feet, just all the way across, and it's all beaten down dirt everywhere. There's a well in the center. This building that you're coming along the side of it is kind of L-shaped. The long part of the L towards the river, and the short part of the L over to the left as you kind of come around. And there you can see 2 large doors. They're open, and that's where the smoke is coming out of the chimney. You can smell the beer in the air. You can smell something cooking in the air. And then there's, 4 other buildings set around. One's a very, very large barn. 2 are other small houses. And then in the middle of it, there's a well. And then there's a large post stuck next to the well with this 2-sided placard, a wooden placard on each side of it facing both directions, kind of in your direction and kind of towards the northern part of the forest. There's a path that comes into this thing from the north. Davis, it just kind of registers with you that path you found earlier probably leads right to Ben's trading post. And then there's a path that leads out of the southern part of this clearing that goes south. You see 4 more of those wolves, so a total of 5 of those wolves kind of lounging around in this area. They don't pay. They look at you, ears go up. One wags its tail almost, but they don't get up or do anything. They're just,
Wolf,
just
wags
big,
tail.
Yeah, just big, stout wolves laying about.
Wow. Well, I'll have a look of surprise on my face. I wasn't expecting
Ren
that.
bows her head to them in greeting and respect.
Great wolves.
When you do that, one of them actually stands up and it takes a step towards you, but it doesn't approach just yet. Do y'all go into the clearing, or what do you do?
Yeah, I'm going to go into the clearing and
Courtyard,
call
whatever.
and holler out.
Okay.
Hello there, Brent.
Someone comes, some redheaded guy comes stepping into the door and he goes, "Oh, Brent's dead. I'm Carl. You need something to drink?"
I do, Carl. I do, and so do my companions.
He goes, "Well, this is the way. Take a step, read the placard before you come in." And then he's holding something in his hand. It looks like he was eating maybe a drumstick or something. And the wolves, 3 of them are laying near the door. And he goes, "Come on, get out of here!" And he throws the thing, and the wolves get up and kind of half chase it. Clearly not that interested in one drumstick that he's tossed in the direction. And then he starts walking in and he goes, "But do check the placard out. There's rules."
I go up and look at the placard. Then I look
Same.
at Corin. Then I look at Ren. Then I look at Wyatt.
Can anyone read in this group?
Ren can read.
I can
Okay.
read.
She's got
I better be able to read. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Okay. All right,
Wyatt has had a very formal education. I will not leave that much to it.
I can't. Give me just 30 seconds. I'm going to try. Grace, I'm going to let you read these out to everybody.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So I only could get one column. And the offense is the same for every one of them, okay?
Oh.
Does that make sense?
Is it like a chart?
It just says Carl's Law, and then it says,
Oh.
it's 2 columns,
Yeah. Okay, that's what I mean. Okay.
and it lists them, and it gives you the penalty on the other's column.
Yeah.
So she reads, all right, Carl's Law, fighting, offense, death, thieving, death, burning things, death, busting things, death, spell use, except healing, death.
Well.
I've never busted anything.
Okay. So
These rules are easy.
Yeah, look at the sign real quick, and I'll put my finger on the word death, which shows up like 5 times, and I go, that means death.
Means death.
That's all I need to know.
Can you read, McGowan?
No.
Oh.
I can't read none of this. No.
I'll learn to swim. You'll learn to read. We'll figure it out.
Oh. You can teach me to read.
And you can teach me to swim.
Yeah, I can swim. Yeah, I can teach you to swim. It's like I did my kids. Throw you in the water.
So has he got like I guess he kind of come to the doorway. So we're kind of outside looking at this plaque, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he went back inside
All right,
the
so-
tavern, and you guys are over in the middle.
Yeah, as soon as she reads it off, I'm going to head on in and bustle up to the bar.
Okay.
Or no follow.
Or whatever.
I'm making sure all of the canoes are secured and getting my stuff out.
Oh, yeah, we should probably grab our stuff from there. Good point, Peter. Yeah.
And so you guys move into the tavern there. It's a pretty strange shaped building. It looks like it wasn't ever a tavern. You know, it has become a tavern. It looks like a warehouse kind of. And there's when you step through the door, so that the L is like, this. When you step through the door here, there's a bar. It is really just 2 big planks of wood put on some barrels. And behind it is Carl. And then there's huge, absolutely monstrous vats of beer or mead or some kind of liquor kind of over in the corner. And then as you go around the L, there's just a debris field of shit. Anything that you can imagine, most of it broken, old, rusted, ruined, just piled in heaps, stuck in barrels, hanging on the wall, all kinds of stuff. And then tables set down the middle. Yeah. This is how. So the chaos of Dave, it's just chaos. That's all it is. There's no like racks or any of that. But there's tables set kind of in the middle. And at one of the tables is 2 people sitting. Both look kind of beat up, mangled, bruised, bandaged, and whatnot. They have packs kind of sitting next to them. And then the redheaded guy who's got kind of really wild long red hair and a big red beard, fairly unkempt, he's gotten behind the bar, and there's a stack of mugs. on the thing, and he says, he goes, welcome to Bent's Trading Post. Are the rules clear?
Thank you much, Carl. We
Um,
appreciate it. And I start getting in my pouch, and I pull out my pouch and start going through the coins, and drop 5 coins onto the thing, and say beer for all of us. What were those rules again?
Well, I don't have any beer. We just have mead, and just pick whatever vat you want and go fill it up.
So they just give you a cup.
You start
You just
getting
go-
you out mugged.
So wait, what were those rules again?
He goes, well, you're going to learn the hard way, so we'll with that. And you do notice, you can look at the guy. So
I
he's
take a
older.
crock
He's
and
probably
bust it over Wyatt's head, and then I go, boo.
Hey, you're looking at the guy. He's older. He's probably in his late 50s, early 60s, something like that. He's just you can tell just by the way he's standing there. He's just wrought iron. I mean, he's muscular as hell. He's got scars on his neck, scars on his left hand, burn scars up and down his left hand, and amidst the debris behind it. And Davis, you can tell, and Wyatt, you as well, just in the way his shoulders are built, the way his hips are built. He's been wearing armor for the better part of his life. So he's built for that. And he's just, his poise is someone that's just a battle-hardened veteran of many, many, many campaigns. And you see in the debris kind of behind the bar, this very, very large double-bladed battle axe. You know, it's shiny only because of the magic that you can see in it. But it's just kind of just laying there. You know, it's not displayed in some kind of heroic, whatever. This is my trophy or something. But clearly, it's a weapon of. Doesn't look level 1.
I know, right, John? That's funny. Yeah. Clearly not.
So you just one of those guys, right? That's been around.
Right, badass. Gotcha.
Well, I'm making myself aware of the room and where everything is in it, but I'm mainly interested in looking for some food at the point.
He said, I can get you some food. God Hill's cooking up. We got a deer on right now. I think we got some bread left over for from the morning.
That's fine.
And I think we got some plums, maybe. I don't know. We got some late dried plums. I'm not sure. We'll bring it. We'll bring it what we can. Food for everyone.
Yes, please.
Welcome.
What happened here?
What happened? Where?
It's all your dock is burnt. There's arrows in it.
Oh, we had a nasty run-in with some hobs. A month ago? And he turns around his shoulder and goes, God Hill. Oh, he's not here. Yeah, maybe a month ago. They came at us across the river in a bunch of their dumbass barks. It was quite a fracas for an hour or so.
Hobbs? Well, these two here, Ren and Wyatt, killed 10 or 20 of them just up the river.
He tells stories.
It was
You can't read
her.
them, but he tells them. Him too.
It was her that she beat up a goblin general all by herself.
God, Jesus. She just chugs the whole meat.
Becomes a huge saga.
Her ears red.
In looking at this guy, you feel as if telling him a fabrication would be a bad idea. And it's not so much that he's going to punish you for it. You almost feel like you know what I mean? You want to be truthful with the guy.
Yeah.
Because he seems pretty affable. There's no, you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
I'm just making a joke.
I'm just telling you, you do what you will. You can, it's your character. Do what you want. You just kind of have this feeling like, I don't want to disappoint this. Yeah, it's my granddad. I don't want a lot of my granddad. This type of thing.
Wyatt is not really one for bragging, though, so he just deflects and makes jokes.
Aside from these storied warriors, it seems you've had your fair share of action. Did you fight them all off yourself?
Oh, there's a few other traders here and he points over to the table, a couple of, people like yourselves plotting through the woods looking for gold and glory and your name, written in the annals. We ran them off, but there was a lot of them. It was a stout little fight. They came from the north and across the river.
Question. We've not, and I wouldn't, you might have said something I didn't hear you, but we pretty much are on the same day that we left. Or did we camp along the way?
You did not camp along the way, no.
Okay, that's fine.
You mentioned animals. Is your name listed and such?
Oh, probably somewhere. I did most of my campaigning up north, around the Han City states and Angoulême and Gotland. I tramped around there for a while. I might have been known. And then you hear someone in the back goes, "He slew a dragon once, they say." And then he starts, there's laughter from the back of the room. And then Carl says, "Well," and you can see, and he holds his hand up. He goes, "Well, so they say." And you can see this just burned scar tissue up and down his arm.
Okay. I have an idea for all of us, including you, our new friend.
He leans back. He goes, "Wait, just hold it, friend." And then he picks up a mug and he goes, fills it with his mead. And then he leans back in. And then this other guy comes walking from the back. And this guy's pretty, he's also, he's just storied when you look at him. He's kind of wiry, muscular as all hell. And he's built like someone who's just, fought a lot. And he's got that kind of grizzled look. And he leans against the wall. He's wearing actually an apron. He's got no shirt on and an apron with a little bit of blood kind of splattered across it. And he leans against the door jamb. He looks at you, and as Carl leans back against the wall, he says, "Wait. That's Gotthold there. Gotthold, where's the missus?" And he goes, "I don't know. She's out with the wolves somewhere." And then he turns back to you and he says, Before you tell me what you're thinking, what's your name?"
I'm Ren.
And your
These are my
comrades.
friends.
And your comrades, y'all have names?
I'm McGowan. What is your name?
It's Carl.
I'm Carl.
He told us.
I'm Carl. This is Gotthold.
Oh, I was looking at the other one, Gotthold.
He said Gotthold.
I will hold up my holy symbol of Crothane and hold up my slate. And I give him a stern look.
He looks at and immediately he recognizes the symbol. I mean, you can tell. All of you can tell. I mean, it doesn't take him but a second, and the humor leaves his face just a little bit. Just so you can see his jaw clenches a little bit underneath the beard.
Sure.
And he tenses just a little bit.
Oh, most lawbreakers do. Yeah.
Hey, you friend? He looks at you, Wyatt.
I'm just Wyatt. Nobody really important.
Only a slayer of hobgoblin commanders.
They
say he killed a dragon too.
Carl chuckles. He goes, "All right, friend Rend. What are you thinking?"
I propose a game of dice. All of us. I know most fun things are against the sensible rules of your establishment, but I didn't see gambling on the list. A game of dice for all of us. The loser has to share a story. A good one.
What do you think, Gotthold? Gotthold kind of chuckles. "I'm making dinner. You do as you will, Carl." And then he goes into the back, and Carl's, "All right, we'll do it."
You all?
Do you have dice?
Yes.
You gamble?
Of course I gamble. I'm a weird monk from the woods.
Okay, this is going to spark up.
Gambling is one of the first things I learned on my own.
All right,
That's a good trait to have.
Wyatt, I didn't quorum.
I'm sorry. I was
We
reading
in?
chat.
Everybody in? Wyatt, you in?
Oh, well, she'll
Sure.
look at me and I'll kind of look over at the plaque. It's not against the law, so sure.
It's not against the law. Just let it go anywhere.
All right.
Delayed death. That's a funny
I think she'll pull out her dice, and I imagine she has like a handful of like D6s.
Okay. There's troll knuckles.
Nothing crazy.
Here,
But she'll give one to everybody.
I'll hand this nice Castle Crusades dice cup for her to roll over.
Ooh, oh my goodness. If only you had some sort of like leather dice bag with the Crosses and Crusades logo on it.
Oh gosh, that would be great.
I actually have one. I had one.
That would be so excellent. Oh wait, we sell them. Oh my god.
You know what we need to bring back? So here's
product.
Yeah, I
What we
miss
need
these
to
old
do-
dice cups, though, man. I do
It's
miss
so
them.
beautiful and ethically made and American made. That's so crazy.
That is true. Everything made in America. The,
Placement.
You would be proud, Steve. I used this to roll for the Lich Dragon's Breath. We sucked all our levels the other night.
that's cool, but that got banned from my table.
What did this?
It was driving Todd and Matt crazy because when you put 2 or 3 dice in it, I would hold it and I'd go.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Oh, they're whatever.
So they banned it from the table.
They're lame. That's awesome. Anyway,
Todd's bigger than me. He can crack my skull.
that's fair point. Fair point. Yeah.
All right, so you pull out your fancy dice there.
Yeah.
Just to let everyone know, the most popular dice game in the world of America is Troll Knuckles. And this was where a gnome slew one of the Troll Kings, cut his fingers off, and made dice out of his knuckles. That's the most popular game. Designed by Davis and my wife, Kathy, actually. Used to be for sale. But it's not anymore. All right, so how do you want to do this dice game there, Grace?
So
That's
what
awesome.
I was thinking is we would just all roll, and whoever rolls lowest is a loser.
Let's do Davis's second favorite dice. I believe, if I'm correct me if I'm wrong, Davis, but I think your favorite dice is the 30-sided dice.
Yes.
Which I happen to have one, but I'm assuming everyone doesn't.
Yeah. Mine's a 12. I love the 12.
The 12. Let's go for the 12. Is that
The 12.
the 12?
Oh, we rolling
I
a 12?
am going
Really?
to use
Uh-oh. Oh, he's the old one.
Davis's
Davis.
12-sided from the woebegone days of the 1970s.
Nice. Nice.
Yes.
I will use mine
I
as
got
well.
a 7.
I got an 11.
I got a 6.
If I can't read these, can I just tell you the number? Oh. Whoop. It about fell off. 4.
I'm cold.
5. Chuck. Wait, you're mute.
The mute has to tell a story.
The mute must
Oh,
tell the
shit.
story.
Really? Did I lose? Oh, shit.
Yes.
All right, hold on. I got it.
He's got to write a story for
I got it.
McGowan can't read. He's confused.
Oh, shit.
So Chuck, listen.
Wait, what if you write it in Signal and have one of us read it?
Oh, that'd be even
Oh,
better.
that'd be a better idea. Yeah. That's a good idea.
I like that because you can yell. I know exactly what I'm going to do. Yes.
All right.
John Yamaha
So
says you have to.
I
do it
will
in straight.
saunter over with my slate and start writing hurriedly and glancing at the group, and I'll just kind of show it to Ren, okay? No one else.
All right. As he's writing out, Carl looks at you, Ren, and says, "Friend Ren, is he mute? What's wrong with your comrade there?
Yes.
Battle wounds?
We just met, so we don't know all the details. It seemed rude to ask.
Ah, it'll play out or it won't.
Ain't that the way?
It's the way." He just leans back and waits for the as he's furiously scraping along there.
Well,
Chuck, you need a minute or two?
yeah, because I'm like listening to the story here, not writing. I'm like getting into what's going on. I'm like, shit, I got to write over it. So yeah, I'm hurriedly going. Go ahead and do whatever else while I do that real quick.
Hey, Tim,
well,
what type of axe is that behind the thing?
It's a double-bladed battle axe with a long point on the end. Definitely magical. You can see when you're looking at it a little bit more carefully, you can see the. I can't even remember the parts of the edge, but that part that the haft slides through, and there's some intricate carvings of a dragon on it, on either that kind of spread out into these veins and into the blades themselves. The blades are 2-colored, so you got this kind of nice burnished steel, and then it turns this grayish color. But when you look at it for very long, like for 2 or 3 seconds, it's a little bit captivating when you're looking at it, and the more you look at it, the more it seems to glow, and then you kind of blink your eyes, and it's not glowing. You know what I mean? It just kind of it mesmerizes you. So clearly a potent magic gun.
Okay. I look over at Carl while he's writing the thing. You wouldn't happen to have a spear in there, and I point in the direction of all that stuff, the debris field.
He goes, we do. We got all kinds of good stuff in there. Just poke around, find whatever you want. It's almost in there. You looking for a wolf spear, long spear, throwing spear? What are you looking for?
Wolf spear.
Oh yeah, there's some in there with good barbs on them. Some with reversed barbs on them. You hunting or you killing with it?
Killing.
Yeah, we've got your number in there.
Yeah.
How many goblins y'all kill?
I didn't kill any.
Or hobgoblins? How many did you kill?
There was a group of, I look
many.
over at Wyatt and ran 20, 30, I thought at first.
It's about
the number.
25.
That was the full group. We didn't kill all of
Took
them.
out about half of those.
Outpaced the others. They did get one of our comrades in the scuffle, but I think we did pretty good, all things considering.
If you
I
kill
was
it,
busy floating down the river. I
Do
didn't
what?
fare too well.
if you killed a dozen hobs in a face-on fight, that's pretty good. Head-on fight.
We got the jump on them.
Food and drinks on the house.
Really?
On the house. Hobgoblin, any dead hobgoblin's good, so they're a wicked pest.
I'm gonna drink until I pass out and eat until my belly is so
You
distended.
do find, baby. In that first, all of you find in that first good swig of mead, it is utterly tasteless. It has no taste to it whatsoever. It's got a little kick to it, but it's not brewed by some master brewer.
It's mead.
It's flat, and it occurs to you that probably things have fallen into these open barrels and maybe even fished out, maybe not.
I just threw some rotten oranges in there, hoping they'd ferment.
Hey, Steve, I take a sip of some of it, but I'm actually taking some cloth that I'm dipping in there and trying to disinfect the scar I still got.
Clean the wounds out. That's a good use for it. So.
What else I'm looking for? If there's stuff around here, something to repair this armor with.
And that,
Straps, leather.
If you guys start wandering, I mean, the building is pretty long. If you start wandering around, it's pretty stout. Somewhere in the midst of the writing, this older woman comes in. She's also in her mid-50s, late 50s, something like that. And she too is a little bit. She's wiry, and she just kind of gives you this feeling of, maybe I don't want to piss this woman off too much. And she introduces herself as Elaine, and she's Gotthold's wife. And when she learns of what's going on, she plops down on a barrel to hear the stool. She's not particularly beautiful, but she's not, ugly or anything. Just kind of older, weather beaten somewhat, clothes a little bit stained and dirty. She's barefoot, and she just plops down on this barrel, pulls her hair out of her eyes to listen to the tale of Corum.
Ren takes the tablet after. Do you hand it to her? I'm sorry.
Sure.
You mentioned me earlier, but it could be
Absolutely.
anybody.
No, for you. I'm not sharing it with anyone. It's very secretive. I'll just show it to you.
And takes it and peers at it. In the lands to the far south, mist-shrouded and tumultuous, across the anvil, are cities rumored to have people who wrap themselves in colorful feathers, and they create works of wondrous art, all in the name of death. One can search, they say, for immortality there, in this land to the south, across the anvil. What is this? Across the anvil? Here.
You see Carl nods and goes, well spoken. Drains off of his meat.
What does that mean, across the anvil?
So I get a moth here attacking me.
Suddenly.
That was your character doing this.
Crazy.
So,
Runs out for me.
Corum will kind of sort of point to the south and, just kind of sort of do sort of like he'll kind of sort of try to show an image of sort of like he'll sign like the ocean in waves and just far across it, far to the south. But that's suddenly Mothra. You're right, Wolfland. But yeah, so.
You all have heard this? That the sea called an anvil? The anvil?
I think he speaks of the anvil wind that blows across the southern seas that lies between these lands and the lands of
Do I find one of those spears?
Yes, you do.
Okay. I come out and I thump it onto the ground. Immortality. Who wants to live forever?
The CK goes, I do.
No, the CK says I am.
Yeah, I am. Yes.
And
Your only honor will come in death.
I'll walk up to you, Magua, and I'll look at you, and I'll be just kind of like that, and I'll just pick up a mail and drain my mug of the ale there, or the mead, and go over and sit down and wait on the next tale.
All right. So, are you guys going to settle in for the night? Or are you just going to eat for a while? Food's brought out within a few minutes. Set in front of you, so you guys can eat and drink into the evening, or you've got a few hours of daylight left.
No, let's settle in for the night. That's my suggestion.
I would stay with our new friends.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you all bed down. They actually wanted the back part of this is you can sleep there. There's beds there. It's just beds kind of sprawled all over the place. It's not like an inn that you get a room and a bath and all that stuff. There's just beds you can plop down on. Or you can sleep in the barn. Either way, whatever you all wanted. Or set a camp and they don't give a crap. You learn quickly that the wolves belong to Eline. They kind of do whatever she wants, and they kind of watch over her constantly. I mean, that you get after an hour or so, every time she's moving, you can see at any point 2 of those wolves, if not all of them, are just watching to see if anything is threatening or happening or anything that would anyway, endanger her. She's very sweet and affable. So all of them are. Carl, Gottlieb, they're just nice people, and pretty welcoming. So they offer you whatever you want. Barn, back of the tavern, set a tent up. They don't give a crap.
Okay.
Take a bed.
All right. So you all bed down. Davis, you get a wolf spear. Cost you a gold piece. They're not. You can tell just by the hobgoblin story that they're very happy with the slaying of the hobgoblin. And you'll bed down for the night. You doing anything unusual?
No, I'm just sharpening the spear. I actually asked Carl if he'd be willing, if he has any tips he can give me with the spear. Anything he can teach me.
I can give you a few pointers. I can take you out in the yard if you want. We can spar. I hadn't done that in a while.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
After you're done eating and drinking and whatnot, he goes out and he strips down to his breeches and boots, despite the chill in the air, and really doesn't show. He doesn't treat you like you're a novice. You know what I mean?
No, I don't.
Ren would like to join for this with the glaive.
He's more than happy, and you can tell. And he shifts after just a few minutes of sparring with him. He shifts into this almost gleeful combat mode.
Oh, cool.
And for this brief moment, you can see him as he's coming at both, because he takes you on both at the same time. As he's coming up. Do what?
What?
He accidentally kills us.
I'm gonna motion to you, Wyatt, and say, do like this. And I'm gonna go out and find a stump, sit down, and start cutting up an apple and chewing on it and walking.
Okay. You see for the briefest moment as he's kind of just rearing above both of you guys, and he kind of easily knocks the glaive to the side, and Davis he's using just a battle axe. He takes the battle axe and he hits the haft of your spear with the bladed part, and then just twists his arm and sends your spear blade, your spear flying out of your hands. And for the briefest moment, you see this guy in his youth, powerful, armored, caked in his enemy's blood, and just this gleeful look on his face as he's carving through whatever. You can see he's reliving his youth just for a moment as he wrestles you two on the floor. But he doesn't ever draw blood, bruise, or anything. What, Red?
Is it possible to roll? This might be, I might be so outmatched that it's like, not in the realm of possibility, but just doesn't hurt to ask, to try to get him prone once.
100%. All
right.
All right. So after a few minutes of this, David,
like catch him off guard.
Yeah, you can see Ren shifts into a little bit of, she gets aggressive.
She's really competitive.
she gets, so give me an initiative on that.
An initiative first.
I got his stat block in front of me.
That's a 5.
Got his stat block. Has it been reforged?
Let's see.
This is cool.
Okay, what is this going to be? Okay. Where's my pen? All right, what'd you get initiative?
5.
5. All right, so he moves. You're going at him with a hook sword, is that?
I think so. Not to hurt him.
Yeah. You're
We're
just trying to
having
hook
fun,
him and
but
flip
yeah.
him, or is that what you're doing, or are you trying to?
Just try to like catch him off guard. Like she wants to get him.
Okay, all right. You want to hit, not cut him, but get beyond his guard.
Yeah.
And whatnot.
She wants to surprise this guy who has seen everything. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So and you're using the glaive or the hook sword?
The hook sword.
Okay.
Well, yeah, the hook sword. Yeah.
Now you got new rules for the glaive if you wanted.
That's right.
But if yeah, so I have a better chance with the hook sword, but she's training with the glaive.
There you
She
go.
asked for moves with the glaive. She's gonna use the glaive.
Okay. All right, Davis. What was the thing with the glaive?
Reach. If she wins initiative. Okay. If she wins initiative and hits, Grace. So if you win initiative and you hit, he cannot close with you that round. You have to. The next round starts again.
Okay. All right. So
I didn't win initiative though.
This is what we're gonna do. So you're clattering around. Davis, I want you to roll initiative. And so this fight goes on for a while. I mean, you guys are doing this for a little bit. So Grace, as Ren gets her dander up a little bit more and more and more, you're waiting for an opening. Yeah. So in this particular round, McGowan's coming in, and you can see Carl kind of shift gears. So you don't need to roll initiative, Grace. But Davis, go ahead and roll initiative, and we'll start unfolding our round when Grace leaps in with her glaive. Do what, Chuck?
Is it pretty clear that this guy's fought multiple opponents before?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You can tell even as he's fighting with his battle axe, he
Yeah.
keeps moving this arm, which after like 5 or 6 minutes you realize, he's normally fights two-handed. You can tell he was doing something with this arm that he's pulling back, so he normally doesn't fight with just one weapon in hand.
That's sick.
Okay. 5. All right, so he comes at you pretty hard, Davis, with his axe and on your spear. And what is your? It doesn't matter what your arm class is. My it's so huge.
It's huge.
He just elbows your spear aside, taps you on the head, and Grace, you see this opening for a moment, so you're going to try to leap in.
I'm taking it.
And have it. All right, swing.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's a 17 plus stuff, plus 2, and then plus another 2, so 19, 21.
Oh yeah, that got past it because he's got no armor on.
Right.
As you leap in and you tag him pretty hard on the hip as you come in, and you can see him. He shifts a little bit, and even as you're tagging him, you can tell he's shifted himself so he would get hit where his mail would be. But there's no mail, obviously. So you come in on him and you hit him, and he shifts a little bit and goes, well played, and then pivots back around. So give me an initiative because he can't act that round. All right, I lose my next round. Is that it, Davis, or I can't act this round?
Well, I didn't win initiative.
She didn't win initiative.
All right, give me an initiative. He comes back at you.
That's an 8.
You got it. All right.
I'm going to try to knock him prone.
All right, swing again. Now you can see he goes into a defensive move as you're trying to knock him prone with the glaive.
That's only 6.
Okay,
so that's a 10 total.
You can tell he's not. He just easily kind of knocks your blade out of the way as you come in. He chuckles. He goes, I see what you're doing there, lass.
Okay, all right. So his attention is on Ren.
Yeah.
Okay. So while his attention is on Ren, I'm going to use the lug on the spear to reach for his ankle. I'm not going to try to pull his ankle, but I want to lodge it up against it so he knows that that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
Interesting.
13, 14.
No, as you lunge forward, his foot goes up, spear comes back, his foot goes down, and then he starts laughing. He starts laughing.
I think Ren follows suit and just like falls on the ground, laughing at the futility of this whole endeavor.
He laughs for a minute. He goes, free room and board for the night.
Nice.
Yes.
I don't know.
Well, at least for you two. No,
I was getting ready to motion to Wyatt, and I was gonna see if you want to come. We're just gonna take him on.
all four.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Let's see what this guy can do.
I have been rowing 2 boats
Fair.
for several hours. I'm busy trying to fix armor at the moment. I'm not going to swim anything.
Actually, when they see you trying to fix that, everyone, there's not many people here. There's like 5 people here.
Yeah.
So it's not like a crowd of people. But everyone comes to watch this sparring. And Wyatt, when Gottlieb sees you doing that, he brings you to the barn. It's not really a forge, but there's a lot of forge craft stuff there where you anvil, you can heat up stuff, whatnot. So you can, and he helps you mend your armor.
Oh, nice.
Well, you notice that Wyatt is what you would probably see someone who's had something like a summer job doing this kind of thing. So he knows how everything works. He's no master smith, but he can fix things.
Yeah. Well, he lets you, if you want to fix it by yourself, he lets you.
Well, that's what he's doing his level best. He's trying to learn.
He sits there, and gives you a few pointers when he sees, you might want to double wire that, that type of shit. But
But he's trying to beat the dents. He's trying to beat the dents out of the armor, and eventually he's going to try and sew the gambeson back together, because I'm quite sure that got torn.
It did. Yep. Patching yourself together. All right. So sparring over. You guys have it is Tuesday. Somewhere I have an actual menu. What they serve for dinner. It's Tuesday. River trout grilled with nutmeg sauce, greens, rye bread, butter, and mead. So
Nice.
that's your evening's fare that you didn't have to pay for. So
And I wanted pineapple pizza.
Yeah. The 3 of them join you at the table, and those other 2 guys join too because I don't have anything else to do. So you all sit around and chat, and they start giving you some stories if you're interested of the old days. And they, like I said, they're in their 60s, so they came up when the Winter Dark had just been broken up and the world was complete, and it's still chaos, but there was everything. There was no kingdoms in those days except KOR, and even it was forming. And these guys start weaving these tales of just wild adventure all along the southern shores of the inner sea, down into Anglais and the Cold Range, the Bearbrooken Mountains, just fighting all kinds of stuff left and right. They served a variety of lords up there, and after 25 years of campaigning, they called it quits and came down here and bought this bench trading post from the old dying man, and they buried him not far away, and they've been here for the last 5 or 6 years. But they weave these tales of high adventure, and plunder, kind of firing you a little bit. Obviously, their adventuring didn't get them a lot of wealth. It's clear.
But they don't strike me as like the rich or the riches seeking group anyway. They seem
That's exactly right. You can tell that really they were in whatever they were doing. They were in for the sheer challenge of it. The fight is it, and that's a whole part of the Andanuth, the whole part of the oaths, the whole part of the thing is how you fight is as important as the end, and that's what these guys, these 2 and this woman, they typify, and they do talk many friends that they lost along the way, and then when they hear more about Larry and they commiserate. This is the trail of dead that we leave, and even when they find out that you didn't bury them, some get buried, some don't. That's just the way it is.
We weren't exactly in a position to do so at the time.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't even know where the hell he went. So
what's that famous line from the outlaw Josie Wells? Birds got to eat same as worms. So
it's a race.
That's the way it is.
As they're talking, Ren's getting more and more like wide-eyed and like inspired by like what they're saying. And after a while, if the conversation sort of like dies down and there's a pause, she'll go rifling through her backpack and she'll pull out the drawing that she drew of the place that she saw in her visions. And she'll kind of like slide it across the table to the 3 of them. Have you 3 seen a place like this in your travels?
Carl looks at it for a minute, and you can see this for a moment, this dark shadow kind of crosses over his face, and he looks over at Gotthold, and Gotthold says, "Aye, that is the Grimfelt. That is the road where the paths of the dead to the wretched plains. When you leave the river of time, there is this great path that leads into a chasm between two tall cliff faces, and down into the Firth Noct. And the Firth Noct is the land that stands before the 5 gates that lead to the wretched plains and the realms of order, of devils and demons. Why do you dream of such things?
I don't know.
Is this the only dream that you have had? Are you seeing things?
Would I know?
Are you seeing things beyond dreams? Do you see things, shadows in the woods?
I've felt things in the Darkenfold. I have felt things, yes.
He looks at the rest of it. And the rest of you? Anything? Have you seen these visions? This is not healthy. Something is calling to you.
This... Who? Orndul?
And it would not be the Red God.
I'll stand up out of my chair as she says
New
that.
follower
Back up.
has joined the fray.
Who is that?
Carl puts his hand up and Gotthold says, "Sit down, friend, sit down. There is no Red God here."
And I'll nod and smile a little bit and kind of take another seat. But I'm going to pull up next to her now and really be very intent about what's being said here. Because I'm the new guy to the group. I have not experienced any of this.
You have not. Davis, he did. Gotthold asked, have any of you seen? Okay.
I was like, no, I don't see any of this. And I'm sort of stepping away when they start making all this religious talk. I step back just a little bit.
There is this is Gotthold. He says, you need to see probably a priest, perhaps. A cleric somewhere. There's a friend of mine in Innsmeet, but I think you were going in the wrong direction for that. But when you get to more civilized lands, or to where there is a priest of some experience, you need to. Something's calling to you. Something's speaking to you. You should not be dreaming of this. This is the wretched plains. These are the realms of gods. The Firth Noct, the 5 gates, is Huth, the 5-headed dragon, and you should have no truck with these creatures unless you have crossed some devilish icon upon your path and unleashed some evil somewhere. I do not feel that in you.
Could perhaps we see a priest up in this land you speak of, this Anglame or Hansa city?
For sure. You went north. If you go north into the civilized realms, Anglame and Karelia, Siena, all of that. There's even Kaomar. You can go north of Elm, go back up to Elm and travel into Kaomar.
These lands don't sound so civilized by your tales.
I was a young man then. They have changed. But there's still war aplenty throughout those lands. But certainly you could find a priest. But even south, maybe in Haverstraw, there's a few towns in the Off River Valley, south in the direction you're going. You might be able to find someone to commune with, someone to
Did you ever traffic with the Eyes of Vesk in Maine?
I did not. I've had distant rumor of those people, but I have not. I think they are new upon the scene, are they not?
Yeah.
I think they're relatively new. We did a little bit of plundering into northern Maine, but not too much. It was already involved with the paladins of Kaomar, and we've never been too friendly then. But if you want to track your evil down, then the lords of Kaomar, they are the ones to speak to. Though they are a touchy brood, so I would be wary of going that way.
We are, as a company, the picture of delicacy. We will tread lightly.
The touchy brood, a cowardly lot, if you ask me.
Then Carl says there's an old witch that lives in Willowbreak. I think you might be able to talk to her about it, Brad.
She
What?
didn't have.
Steven?
Back to it right
No.
Finally, someone knows about her. I was beginning to think I'd imagined her.
She has a sister just south of here. Yes.
Yeah.
She'll take the drawing back and kind of sit quietly to herself. She'll excuse herself early.
Right.
Okay.
And
As
we'll
you
go
get up to
outside,
leave,
vomit, and then
as you get up to leave, Gotthold says, and his face, he's very, these two are pretty affable and pretty, they're joking. Even their stories of loss and destruction are humorous.
Yeah.
He says, truly, lass, look into that. Look into that. The mind should not be so heavy this young.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. I'm sorry, guys.
they're perfect. I'll do that. Hopefully my lighter days are ahead of me.
Surely
Good
they
night,
are.
everyone.
Good night. All right, y'all stay up and eat and drink for a little bit, and
Now I'm going to press them.
okay.
I want to hear all about this land of Agumay and the On City States, how to get there, where the treasure is, where the money is, where the glory is to be found. That's what I'm after.
Well, so you stay up. They
And
just
I complain about the cowards of Kaomar who are unwilling to fight anyone. And anyway,
it doesn't take very long if you press the KMR thing for you to realize that they really don't like the Paladins of KMR.
oh really?
Yeah, they really don't like those guys. It's not that they're like at war with them, but they just, it's a tough place to go. This type of shit. They're obnoxious, the Paladin Kingdom.
Oh, yeah.
You do learn though that the king, the current king, is the first king since the Winter Dark who's not actually a paladin. So it's caused a lot of problems inside. He's just a knight. He's not a paladin, and this has caused a huge amount of problems. The Holy Infinite Flame. Well, they weigh into it. Once they realize that you've got this lust for adventure, and they can see this, themselves and you, a long time ago, they just spill into it, and they start telling you the wildest fucking tales, and you learn that their stories push them far beyond the realms of air. They
Right.
plundered plains beyond these.
Well-
They left Ursul. They were in the frozen salt flats. I mean, they have meandered roads, high and low, mystical and mundane, and experienced just all of this mess. And you can see this layers of battle scars that don't show on the flesh, because occasionally they'll one will wax into this sorrowful dirge of. You remember when we were, bound at the Margus temple, and the others like, they talk about the spiritual wound, but then they get out of it pretty quickly. They're like, oh, yeah, fuck that. Who cares? That was funny. They try to laugh it off, but you can see there's this darkness there that they suffered at some.
Well, I mean, he described the wretched plains from someone who's literally been there, and it's like,
yeah.
take
And
note,
when they go into the wretched plains, it is a wretched, horrid place of demonic nightmare. That the souls of the damned. I don't know how most mythologies do, but in Erd, when you're evil and you go to the realm of the damned, you're not welcomed as this champion of you suffered.
Yeah, dude, you did the most evil. Awesome.
Yeah, right.
MVP.
You are morsels for their torture for the next until they're gone fought. So they immediately round you up and begin to flay you for eternity or whatever particular plunder. So mortals who go to the wretched plane is a horrible horror.
Do you know how much that would suck to be flayed for eternity?
It would suck horrible. There's what is it, Mephistopheles in this field of glass. Everyone will be able to read about it in the soon to be released Codex Infernum. Hopefully by next week. But so at any rate, Davis, they play into all of it and go all in.
Anyway, go ahead.
Question for you. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
While they're doing all this throughout the night, I know she retreated to her room or went outside, I believe, or whatever. And I think, Wyatt, you're probably still busy doing your thing with your armor. I just want to try to take a good look over the group and to see if I can see and listen to the stories and try to get an idea of the direction that they are as far as religiously, what kind of people they are, how.
You mean your comrades or these?
No, no,
others?
no. The possible lawbreakers sitting here. I'm just curious what what they're like. What have they done? Those hotels and stuff. Just trying to get an idea of basically if they're religious, who they follow, that kind of thing.
He's trying to judge us before we perform anything.
Not you. I've already judged you. I judged you the moment I picked you up out of the water. But the rest of them.
He pulled you out of the drink.
You're just waiting to be crucified.
You don't really get you don't get from Carl and Gotthold. You get almost no. They frequently, you can tell in their stories, they call on whatever god is
Okay.
in front of them.
Okay, so they're like a lot of people in the world. That's no problem.
Right? Yeah. When they're battling here, they call on Tefnut. When they
Sure.
even mention Narhite, the god of chaos, in not unkind terms. The only god that they don't mention.
I know what you're going to say. Go ahead and say it.
Is Orandul.
I was waiting for you to say Corthane because it came
Well,
up.
Corthane too. Corthane. No, but it would be really weird for someone. You know what I mean? You're a breed apart as a Corthane follower, an active Corthane follower, and no one in the world of air disbelieves in there's no that doesn't work. But Corthane's just no one worships him because he's an unforgiving pillar of iron, and you can serve him for 1,000 years, and he's like, that's what you were supposed to do.
Yeah, it's your service.
So you did your job.
Yeah.
You get nothing for it. So and clerics are frequently bereft of spells and stuff. So Corthane is a difficult guy.
Well,
Orandul, however, has caused so much wreck and ruin over the millennia that Corthane and Unclar, and this is what everybody knows and chat out there. So Unclar did the Winter Dark for 1,000 years. On almost every realm except 2 and Air to even mention Unclar's name is a sentence of death. You will get the people in a tavern will stop, beat you to death, or drag you out and lynch you.
Sure.
Because he's the personification of evil, and everybody has a memory of it. So there's none of that.
Corthane's more like Crom in a way. He just he's that's expected. It's expected.
Yeah. So they're not particularly religious, but they definitely call on the gods because the gods can aid you.
All right.
And some of their tales involve.
I sent you a message too.
Wyatt would be giving him a very strong impression of the wolves outside. He's kind of got that vibe going for him.
Oh, okay.
Metaphorically, at least.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna move through this a little bit and set up next week's lesson. I wanted to get you. Actually, my plan was to get you almost out of the Darkenfold, but we didn't make it, which is great. I'm gonna keep you here as long as I can. Thanks to Davis and Grace there.
Well, side note, not to interrupt, but I don't think Jeremy's watching, so let's just plan on acting like we start in Willow Break next week when he shows up.
Yeah.
Or even better, we'll be back in Elm,
I'm so in. We went back to Elm.
Yeah, no, we're in the woods. We're in the woods in the Darkenfold somewhere.
We're looking for Larian's body.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
All right, so the next morning you guys get up. Back into your canoes. They cook you an early breakfast, and they waive the fee. They don't charge you anything for the meat.
Oh, nice.
Thoroughly enjoying y'all's company. And Carl walks you out, sees you off and down, and he does warn you that you're fixing to hit. You're a few miles from the confluence of this river, the Powder River, and the Mist Bane. He said there's 2 types of mist on the Mist Bane. Some of it is very, very thick, slow moving. Stay out of it. It's haunted. It's haunted with the spirits of the howling damned, so stay out of the thick mist. You will see these patches. If, perchance, you can't find a willow tree to hide under the mist, we'll avoid the willow trees.
What if we go east from here?
You're going to be going, if you're trying to go to the sea, you want to go east. From here, on land?
Yeah.
They tell you there's a path that goes, you can leave this Bent's post, and the path goes down to the northern bank of the Mist Bane. Where it kind of ends, but the trees break up, and you could just walk along the bank of the Mist Bane down to Thompson's Point. You can canoe. He says you can take your boats from this point and be at Thompson's Point tomorrow afternoon.
Oh, okay.
If you walk it, it's probably going to take about 2 to 3 days.
Okay.
But it's a pretty nice walk.
I see what you're saying.
As walks in the Darkenfold go. the other thing he warns you of when you get on the mist bank, just after the confluence of the river, you're going to see this large, old, ruined castle and tower. I would avoid that. Something has settled into the deeps beneath it. We're not really sure what, but it's causing a lot of trouble down in the downs and the Two Dogs River region. I would just paddle past that castle as fast as you can.
Be honest.
It's on the south of the. I'm just clarifying for me. Sorry, guys. I just want to. You said it was on
No,
the
you're
south of the Powder River.
It's on the south of the Mistbane, just a few miles past the
Oh, I see.
confluence of the Powder and the Mistbane on the southern bank. You will not miss it. There's a battlement that's a bridge part that sticks out, a rampart that sticks out and over the river a good 60 to 70 feet. You cannot miss this tower. I would recommend you just scoot right past it.
I hear the clarion call of adventure.
What was you going to ask?
He says,
Glory.
He says, be honest. You've seen what two of us can do. Can we handle the creature in the tower?
I'm not sure what's in there. All I know is that it's stirred up. So when you get south of the Mistbane, the nature of the forest, the nature of the Darkenfold changes. Now, I'm going to be honest. We've not wandered all over the Darkenfold. We're just aware of what strangers bring us, what news. And we retired here, and we've done a little bit of hunting in the Bolon Drops and down by Two Dogs River, but that's about it. But when you get south of the Mistbane, it's the realm of the Unsuli. It's the realm of the court of the queen, and there's fae, and they're wicked. Some are evil, most are mischievous. So when you get, that area is called the Downs. When you get into the Downs, it's just the place that'll play with your mind. And whatever has settled into this castle, into the tower on the river, has stirred up the fae. And not in a good way. So everything is stirred up. So my guess is that whatever has settled there it's powerful.
The fae don't like it.
Either that or they like it. And now they're more encouraged. Yeah, I haven't been down there. I can't say. I just know what has been brought to me, and it's up to you. I would move on to that. Though I can see your car right here. It's already plotted.
I'm like, we're gonna get another spear. Perhaps a net.
All right. So you all mount up, get in the canoes,
Yes.
head south. So we're going to stop here in just a second. As you're moving on down, moving much like yesterday, you get a much earlier start today. There's mist all over the river. It rains a little bit early in the morning. You go down maybe another 45 minutes, and you hit much as Chuck, you see it first. You can see this kind of spray across the river. There's more, there's another set of rapids. You can easily see, I assume that you just kind of follow yesterday's routine, and you look for a portage area. You find that relatively quickly, about maybe 500-600 feet up from where these rapids are. And as you're turning your canoes to go to this portage bank, to this portage dirt ramp, you see a human. There's a large tree kind of to the left of the portage ramp. You can see a human, and he's tied to this tree. His arms are tied back like this in such a violent fashion that his shoulders have either been broken or completely dislocated.
Sure.
His waist is under the water. He's like this, and he's got 3 or 4 arrows kind of stuck into him at odd angles. And as you're still a few hundred feet out, and the river just moves a little bit, and as he bobs up, you can see there's just kind of entrails hanging out, part of his pelvis bone. There's no lower quarters to this. He was, cut in half, or he's been eaten from the river or something. And then the water kind of surges back over. Clearly dead. His head slumped over like that. But in this horribly mutilated, tied up.
Tied up. I want to make sure I heard that right. So he's tied up.
His arms are like this, tree behind him. So he's tied, and they tied him so violently when they pulled his arms back, they dislocated both of his arms. Okay. Or broke his shoulders.
Okay, I just want to make sure it wasn't something natural, like the waves or the water had pushed his arms.
No. You can see the rope tied around.
What happened?
Arrows stuck into him. Yeah.
And his lower half's gone? Lower half's gone?
Lower half is gone.
Jesus. Okay. All right.
And the rapids are a few hundred feet, about 300 feet and 400 feet in front of you. And then, or you can go to the portage. And this is where we'll leave it. So next week, you guys will be in the middle of the river. and you'll have to decide whether you want to bank for the
Okay.
rapids or risk the portage.
Woo!
Wow. Okay.
Sound good?
Make
Or do we
the
want to roll quick?
choices.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
I
we
can
go.
tell you exactly what we're gonna do. Whether you guys want to or not.
Yes. So Harad asked, did we find Jeremy's character? Yes, Harad. Looks like we have found his character.
Wow. That's what happens when you run ahead.
That's right.
Yep.
Poor Jeremy.
Poor Johnny.
Johnny Omaha raises a good point. Let me just point your direction to chat real quick at Johnny Omaha, the very smart thing that Johnny Omaha said.
Well, so you know what? Yeah, we'll do that. That was going to happen when you reach Thompson's Point, but we'll do it. We'll do it now. You guys are now second level.
Oh, really?
Fuck yeah!
Yes, boost yourself up.
Thank you,
second level.
Johnny.
I actually forgot that.
Good
I
man,
assume
Johnny.
you guys would make it to like Thompson's Point
Hey,
by
Dale.
midway, gameway.
Hey, wait, I'm gonna roll my hit points. Now, can I use my re-rolls?
Yes, you can use a reroll on hit points.
Ooh, then I'm gonna do
No,
that
that's
too.
probably a smart move. Drain them.
Probably a very smart.
Whoever got me those 4 re-rolls, thanks. Hopefully I don't have to
Hey,
use
Steve, I'm
Yeah.
doing what I said I was doing.
What's that?
The split class thing.
Oh, yes. All right. Yeah. Excellent.
So I'm gonna dual class it.
Perfect. Yeah,
Hey,
I'll read those
I'll take
tomorrow,
that.
but I know you have. That's great. So what Peter's going to do is he's going to take some of the stuff that Mark Sandy wrote for us years ago, the dual classing rule, which allows you to. I'm playing Class A, and I like some abilities from Class B. I'm going to just merge them together as he gains level. So that's absolutely perfect.
Well, the dual classing is having 2 equal classes.
Okay.
So- Because apparently you can't split class the particular one I'm split classing. So
If you want to do it, I'll let you do it. Whatever. Mark said.
He's
We can-
magical.
well,
CK.
I'm
he
gonna
can-
I'm gonna do it this way since I've already got a prime and the
Perfect.
ability that it requires. So
Yeah, there's class and a half, multi-classing, dual class. He wrote a bunch of different.
There's
options
5
for you to
now.
do.
I think we touched.
Is it 5? Yeah.
I think
Mark.
we cut up 5 different multi-classing ways in the ABP. Yeah.
So as a little bit of peek behind the curtains, Mark Sandy, who worked for us for a good 10 years, very, very good friend of mine. We still game together when we can get him. He's an engineer by trade, and he's real good with math and all this shit. And he is for those of you who know the game, he is a roll master hound. He loves roll master that allows you to kind of develop your character in whatever direction.
Sure.
So when you're looking at the multi-classing rules and you're looking at the dual classing and the class and a half and whatever else he developed, that's what he was doing. He was trying to bring roll master.
Okay. That makes a lot
some
of
of
sense.
us used to play champions, so
Alright.
that was a different kind of.
Oh, that's a
we used
fun
to make
game.
characters in that.
Harad, maybe I haven't read him. I think that's right. I think that's the one. But there's like there's quite a few of them. All right. So what did we get on our hit points?
9.
Oh, holy crap!
I did good.
Looks like that castle is gonna get looted. Davis, what did you get?
I rolled a 2, took a re-roll, and got an 8. I'm trying to decide if I want to do a re-roll and try to. I think I'll stick with the 8.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Wyatt, what did you get? Oh, wait, you're gonna do you get another roll, right?
Well, I'm not sure how your dual classing works because usually in the original rules it was XP is divided equally, so you would have 1 and 1 unless it was.
All right, let me think about that, and I'll get yeah. Since I'm not so one of the what Peter's getting at, the way I normally would run a game, I'm tracking the experience that you get from role playing, from doing things, from fighting, from treasure, and all of that crap. And it's everybody's not going to level up evenly, And Chuck would be back at 0 because he died. So and what Peter's doing is he has to get second level 1, then he starts in the second one.
It would be level 2, but 1 and 1. So.
Right. All right, Chuck, what did you get on your hit points?
I didn't either because I'm considering doing what Peter's doing. I had been thinking
Okay.
about it for a while. I'm just going to mull it over and I'll get back with you.
Yep. Just let me know by Tuesday so we can dive right into it
Sure,
and not have
sure.
to do a whole lot of
No.
stuff on.
Yeah.
But the way dual classing works is that you're still you average out the die, so I'm still going to be rolling a D10.
I thought you
So
rolled
it's a D10.
twice and averaged them and added them, but I can't remember. It's been
It won't make any difference.
I don't normally like it because it won't matter tonight in this table, but normally, like Grace, who's a regular class, is going to be 8th level, and Peter, who's dual classing, is going to be 4th and 4th. And it gets increasingly more difficult for the person multi-classing to combat things as armor classes go up. It's just like that. It gets tougher and tougher.
Steve, believe me, it's not going to matter the way I'm going to do things, where I'm looking at things. So
Yeah, just to throw more gasoline on it, Matt Golden, who created the Siege Engine with Davis, he started just making his own rules up at my table, and he just started doing stuff. So he said, my ranger, I don't be a ranger anymore. I'm going to take these knight abilities. I was like, okay, whatever. Whatever you want to do. So he was a ranger knight and something else, but he gave himself huge penalties along the way. So it was hilarious.
Oh,
yeah. You remember that, Davis? Kai is ever evolving character. All right, I think we're good. I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. We got to do a raffle. Is that right, Chuck?
yep. We're going to do a raffle, then we're going to rate into Guild Superior as soon as I get this raffle started. So we're going to close the raffle out. Let me get in here and find where that's at real quick here.
I'm going to be joining Guild Superior for a little bit in November. I'm very excited.
I heard the rumors. Yes.
I'm going to be playing some Castles and Crusades over on Guild Superior. So make sure you follow them.
That's right. All right, let me get the giveaways done here. Where you're in, just so folks can go do that. There's the there we go. There's the link if you want to go we can give them a pre-follow right now. They're doing what are they doing tonight? I didn't even look and see. All right, so I'm gonna get this out. We're gonna pick the winners. We're gonna have 3 winners tonight. Let's do a couple $15 and then we'll do a fat 25 as well. A link will pop up in the chat for our Discord. Just join our Discord, and Obsidian Risk will get you your code. Just DM him, PM him, whatever you'd like to do, or one of us will get it for you. We're pretty good, tight-knit community over there. Most of the people in here watching or hanging out in the Discord. It's a great place if you're looking for a place to talk about gaming and get away from BS. It's a great place to go. Great community. All right, first winner up for $15 off the store will be Roval Jax. Congrats, Roval. Congrats.
Congratulations.
Yes. Next winner for $15 will be Dat Sadness. Congrats, Dat. Awesome.
Let's go.
All right. And for the final 25, we are going to see Turbo. All right. Turbo KKV wins. Congrats, Turbo. Congrats. All right. Now I'll set us up the rate. Anything else you guys want to say real quick before we get out of here? Steve?
Just thank everybody for showing up, and we'll see you next week.
Absolutely. We'll be back. Let's see. I'm off because of the calendar. We'll be back, I guess, Friday morning with me. And we may even have a fucked up Friday stream, maybe. We'll just see how fucked up shipping is.
I'll be here on Wednesday.
Oh, you're
we'll
going to be
reading
here Wednesday?
Tales Premiered.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that.
It's okay. If you want to learn about the Darkenfold, we're going to talk all about it on Wednesday.
Hell yeah, let's do
Get
it.
in here.
All right, everyone. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for coming and hanging out. Thanks for all the support and the biddies and the love and all that good stuff and subs and everything. And we'll catch you next stream. Right.
Now, look, wait. I do think it would be a funny joke to start the game off in the middle of the Darkenfold.
I think so, too.
Oh, I absolutely think so. What do you think, chat? I think we should do it, right?
Doing something really stupid and hopeless and like certain death. We're going after something
Davis,
really dangerous.
can you take us out of here with a solo?
The Drake flew over Willowbreak. So we're going after.
Thank you, Magger. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Magger. We appreciate
Davis
you
is
guys.
looking for his harmonica.
Better hurry. Come on, Charles Bronson.
Our outro.
All right.